All right. What's good, YouTube? It's your main man, AB the Hero, back again with another video. And today in the live stream, I really just want to kick it with y'all. I'm gonna open up by saying this, right? I meant to do a recap on yesterday's game. However, your boy didn't even get to watch it, man. I knew they played Thursday, but I was expecting it to be a later game. He has not done enough. Okay, Bhutan already with the topic for the day. But so I was watching yesterday's game, or I knew they had a game yesterday. But I be forgetting to set this up, man. I knew they had a game yesterday. I tuned in to get ready to watch it, and I was at work. I like I told you, I do the video stuff. So I had a little shoot, then I had another shoot. Then I got home and I was like, man, it's the game time. So then I turned the game on. It was about halftime. My dog already had 8 points. And as y'all know, the second half barely played or whatever. I looked up and I was waking up and the game was over. So I missed it. So I was I tried to watch the recaps and all of that stuff, and I was going to do a video, but I just didn't do it. So tonight, a couple things, man. I want to have some folks come on here, explain to me a little bit what happened in that last game, right? Because I think I pulled it out there. Yeah, explain to me a little bit what happened in that last game if you can, and then you know what I'm saying, we can get to talking. However, before I do that, what I want to start by saying is this. What I've seen in the last couple of days since Gelo has been playing in the G League is this. People coming out and being like, oh, and we had this discussion on the channel as well. So, right, folks being like, well, man, I'm noticing it now. He has proven himself. He has done this or whatever. I was on the stream with some folks the other day, and the dude was trying to tell me like, oh, I've been like riding for no reason for a long time, right? Then so that's really what it started, right? Folks like, oh, bro, you just got these unrealistic expectations, or you preaching this like I'm telling people. What the idea was that I'm trying to making the NBA seem too easy, or I'm trying to do this or this other stuff, right? And what I realized when it comes to Gelo is this, right? Over the years, I've heard people say like, man, well, I need to see it. I gotta wait time, right? And he got to prove it on the court. We ain't seen him play in a while. And as y'all come in, man, I appreciate if y'all hit the like button, right? And here's what I think that when I speak so highly of Gelo, even prior to Summer League and all of that stuff, let me tell you why I'm so confident in it, right? And this is the difference between somebody who is like a D rider and somebody who is informed, right? I was thinking about this after this, right? And I'm gonna let y'all in here. I'm gonna put the StreamYard in here, but let me give y'all this. Let me tell you the difference between me and like somebody who's saying like, oh, I need to see more than Gelo, and then somebody who's saying, Gelo. I was thinking about this. I watched with my own two eyes, right, through the JBA time. Gelo played, I would say, probably about 24, 25 games, right? And I get it, right? You say, well, that was whatever many years ago, like things have changed, right? But I realized this, right? And this is what made me so confident before Gelo even touched the court in him, is that it's not that I had only watched him play 24 games, right? Because you could turn on the TV every day and you can watch NBA and you can draw an opinion that might not be right. What I realized is not only did I watch him play about 24 plus games versus professional competition, I also watch him through 100 different practices. I also watched him. So I have not only an understanding of what it looks like in the game, but I also have an understanding of what it looks like in practice. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people can't say that, right? And not only did I watch the practices with my own eyes, countless practices, I like then talk to the coaches after the practice about how the practice went. What did you see? What do your team need to work on? What have they gotten better in? So when I'm formulating my opinion on Gelo many moons ago, before he even touched down in Charlotte, my opinion is, for one, based off the games that I watched, for two, based off the practice that I watched, three, based off my conversations with his coaches. Now, when I go through, who would it come? Charles O'Bannon, UCLA national champion, drafted into the NBA, played pro ball overseas, Coach Dor Balthazar, JBA LA coach champion, dude who understands the LeVar system better than anybody. Other folks, then with that, right, those coaches, I then also talk to the opposing coaches over and over and over and over again, right? So when I'm saying opposing coaches, I don't even just mean JBA. I'm talking about, I even talk to the coaches in other, where I needed a translator. Could you go get me the dude who speak English and tell me what you think about this squad that y'all about to play, these dudes? And then also, could you tell after the game is over, was your thoughts and opinions right? Who was the hooper? So many moons ago, before Gelo touched down in the summer league, I was championing, and I wasn't riding. I wasn't D-riding. I was giving you an informed opinion because I watched the games, I watched the practice, I talked to the coaches, I talked to the opposing coaches, and I also talked to the teammates. Tell me about your teammate. Tell me about his work ethic. In comparison to you, who better? You a hooper, where you from? But what about, so you see what I'm saying? And it's something that's been on me, and I wanted to speak on this. And like I said, I'm going to send the invite out because I really want this to be more of a call-in show, and we can all have these conversations. Because like I said, I missed the last game. But what I'm saying is that for a lot of these dudes who was like, I needed to see more. I needed to see Gelo in the summer league before I could make a decision. I was contemplating how was I so affirmative? How was I so positive on it? So, and I got to thinking, not only did I talk to his teammates, I also got to talk to the opposing team at times. Tell me about the mismatch. We look up, Gelo got 7. What was going on? And I think that what I have realized is that all of your favorite commentators on the game, what they are looking for is a lot of the information that I already just had. You feel me? So that's what I wanted to start this with. And I think that's why I come with the perspective that I come with. Is just I have seen it and heard it from multiple different levels. It's not even just about my own personal opinion in my eyes, because I value that, and that's a big deal. But what I realize is it's not even just me and just what I have seen. It's the conversations and things that I have had with so many other people and all of that jazz. But man, I want to give some shouts out, man, to everybody who in the chat right now. Appreciate y'all hitting that like button, man. We had about 86 viewers, but 27 likes. Could you hit that on there for your boy? I'm gonna throw the StreamYard link in here, and I'm gonna get y'all in here. I see the question for today. It's a couple questions that I have for y'all in today's stream. But my number one, can somebody give me a recap on the game that jumped off yesterday? Because like I was saying, man, I was ready to watch it, messed around, and fell asleep on that boy. Where my banners at? Messed around and fell asleep. Oh, here we go. All right. Smash the like button. I got to turn my fan on over here. Hold on a second. All right, here we go. I messed around, and like I was saying, man, I knew the game was on. I had some shoots yesterday, got back to the crib, and looked up, and it was halftime by the time I tuned in. So if you can, join the stream, give me the recap on what I seen, what happened yesterday, because from my understanding, it looked like my guy had about 8 points at halftime, and then minutes dried up in the second half. Like what was going on with that from y'all perspective? I heard a lot of different things. That they were freezing my dog out. The minutes they was playing something like that. I did say, and this is one of the things that I said that I believe that Gelo had to do in order to like really be successful in order to make the team. He had to prove that he's a shooter at this type of level, right? At the spotty minute shooter level, where you're going to be able to, you have to be able to knock down a three in the first quarter, come in the third quarter and have not taken a shot since that first one and hit it. Like, that's what it is. You know what I'm saying? You knock down the shot here in the second quarter, you not getting another shot to the fourth quarter. You got to be able to knock that down. I think that that's the level of elite shooting that he gonna have to show it at. But let me see. So let's see. Here we go. Let me see. Didn't get to catch that one, bro. Yeah, see, that was a little awkward one, man. Thursday night, I think it was at like 4:30. They not telling people that Gelo did all his high school scoring on a bad ankle. I've been saying that, and this is what I was saying. Like, I was on a stream with what's his name, Ticket TV, and he was like, what it is he finally got his health right and his weight and this and this. And I'm like, bro, that's what I've been saying, and we kind of had a little a quick discussion about all of that stuff, and I was like, yo, the ankle is bad, and I'm not telling you the ankle is bad because that's what people said. I'm telling you the ankle is bad because I seen the ankle being bad. He has to shine next game. That's what I'm thinking. I think that this next game is going to be one that's going to really solidify for him or not. They barely played Gelo. The guards didn't try to get him involved, and they didn't set a play for the game when it shot when he had the 38-foot one before. Facts. I thought about that too, because I did turn it back on to the final quarter of minutes or whatever. It was a pretty close game, so I was expecting, like, all right, it would be interesting to see if they like, yo, you the shooter, you have proven to us that you can knock that thing down. Let's call a play for you here. And the play that they ended up getting to run the clock out was probably some of the worst basketball that I had ever seen. Next game is do or die. That's a fact of Mundo. I'm gonna put the StreamYard link in here. If you want to join the chat, you can. They trying to keep Gelo healthy. I thought about that too, right? I thought about maybe the fact that, because here's the situation that Gelo also could be in that we also gotta like really keep. Is you a shooter though? Nah, hey, you catch me at the right time and I'll knock down some shots. But here's the situation. Gelo get out here and he shoot the lights out. Somebody could snatch him up now. Somebody could snatch him up easy. Especially if they're not willing to go ahead and make that commitment. You give him too much game time and you already don't know that you're going to keep him. You're trying to get him in the G League and nurture him a bit. You give him too much game time. What you do is you then open up the door for somebody else to say, y'all ain't seen enough? How, Sway? How? You ain't got the answers. We'll take them. And then slide over there. I wouldn't be surprised if a team like the obviously the Bulls, right? Because you think that connection is there. I wouldn't be surprised if that happened. But we've seen shooting be valued at a high level throughout the league. So I wouldn't be surprised if somebody picked him up from a different team. Two-way for Gelo. I think the two-way would be interesting, but like we already said, they have guys on the two-way, and I believe the what's his name? Scola, the Lithuanian kid, is on a two-way contract. And from what I can remember, he's playing some pretty good basketball himself. So that'll be tough. Let me see. Let me see if I can get this roster as it currently stands. And pull that up here. All right, let me see. But let me see, man. I if you're trying to join the chat, man, BTS Dance Studio, man, go ahead and slide in here one time for the one time. You ain't got on the stream, and I don't know if you ever been on the stream, but I know it's been a minute. It's been a minute now. Come through, BTS. I know you got that good internet. Let me see. I'm looking. Here we go. Bam. All right. Let's see what else we got here. Exactly. Dorian, what's happening, my guy? Let me see. They got the Hornets got Gelo on a leash and it's not as short. He can't even make a mistake. If he does, they take him out. While others consistently make mistakes, they did the same to Melo. But here's the tough part with that, right? Is some of it to me, obviously, it makes sense in the grand scheme of basketball, right? You got your your 2 first round picks, right? And what summer league is for them is an opportunity to develop, right? It's an opportunity for you to make in-game mistakes that you're not going to get a chance to do during the season because you're not going to play them type of minutes. You're not going to play in that type of crunch time. We see guys like Vernon Carey be able to do that right now, right? When we watched the video before it started and the coach is saying like, guys like Vernon Carey, Nick Richards, now you go from being the guy on the end of the bench who can't say anything to these vets to you the vet. You the leader on this team now. You got to be able to speak up. So that's really what it is. It's an opportunity for some folks to make mistakes. Now, the tough part is that, and this is to me is where you get to see like with a guy like Gelo, you're right. Maybe he can't afford to make certain mistakes, right? Because when we go back to that first game when he hit 5 of 8 threes, and the coach is like, we really didn't want to take him out. He was hooping. We did not want to pull him out, but we had to. He had played like 10 minutes. So if you're going to stay on the court, you damn near got to be perfect. And that's the gift and the curse, right? Of his current situation, right? You have that opportunity, but in order to maintain it, in order to do it, we were talking about this on the stream a while ago. I think FYF Sports was in here and he was saying like, or was that? I don't know. It was on the other stream I was on where they were talking about in order for him to make it, even if he get the training camp. So a lot of folks after the first 2 games was saying that he's a lock definitely for training camp, right? Which I wouldn't be surprised if that's happening. But in order for him to get a roster spot, he got to be Bananiocho. He got to go above and beyond the Call of Duty in every which way. And that's the thing that folks are waiting to see what is going to happen. Let me see. They got BK and Gelo eating those minutes. Eating those minutes from BK and Rozier ain't going to go well with the team. They ain't trying to show favoritism to the young ball yet. Just don't see it. Yeah, they're not trying to show the favoritism. And that's why I'm saying if he's going to play, he's going to have to like be spectacular and earn those minutes. At the very least, he'll go to the G League. That's what I'm saying. At the very least, he'll end up in the G League and will be able to grow. I think that's not a bad opportunity for him, right? We see last year that was really what he was trying to get into, going to the G League bubble. The year before that, OKC. So this at least opens the door for that opportunity to happen. Now, he's still young in his playing career. When you look at guys like Seth Curry, who his brother Steph Curry really held him in the league until his game developed into a way that allowed him to kind of take the next level and become a guy who is going to get contracts on his own merit. So I think that a LiAngelo Ball currently, if he's hooping the way he's hooping, right, will obviously get an opportunity to go into camp. Hopefully gets an opportunity to play in a preseason game, right? Because that's also some of the speculation. That's like, it's the summer league, though. Can you do it if he get into a preseason game and can knock down at least 2 threes and go, let's say 2 for 3 from behind the arc? Because like I'm saying, it's got to be exceptional. It can't just be 52 for 4. You got to knock them things down. You got to be exceptional. If he can do that, that's going to open a lot of doors for him for sure. I'm gonna throw this link in here one more time, man. If anybody trying to join into the panel, you can. Let me see. I think they have a spot for Gelo, but they can still let him his reps because that's why both twins are gone. Okay, I see that. It's hard, man, because they brought in a lot of young talent right now. a lot of new faces, a lot of young talent to even replace them twins. So them minutes from the twins, I mean, you looking at you got Kelly Oubre, you got this Book Night kid is gonna eat up some minutes. Um, so I mean that's Devante. That's yeah. So we'll see how it's going, man. But I appreciate y'all hitting the like button, man. We got over 170 people in the chat right now. Can we get the likes up to 100? Can we get the likes up to 100? That's much appreciated. Gelo going to Miami, bro. I think that would be interesting, but they already got a shooter down there in Miami. Where's Steph Curry? I would say Philly, but what's Steph Curry in? Not Steph, Seth. Where's Seth playing at? Cause he's that shooter on the last time I remember. Gelo is better than Book Night. Oh, there we go. We got Jay in the building. What's up?
Hey, what's going on, AB? How you feeling?
I'm good, man. How are you?
Oh, I'm living life, chilling.
Nah, I dig it, man. You been keeping up with the summer league vibe?
Man, I'm watching everything. You already know that, man.
Yeah.
Between you, I got shout out you, DKM, ball facts, and 3-point conversion guaranteed. Y'all the goats, bro. I watch all four of y'all every day. I be on my breaks at work trying to find new videos. Like, I appreciate y'all to the most, guaranteed. That's fact.
Nah, I appreciate that, man. I be trying to keep up with them dudes. Them dudes right there, man. They be popping videos out like it's going out of style, man. So
y'all put in work,
be trying
bro.
to, yeah. Nah, that's what's up. So you say you watched the game from yesterday? What was your thoughts on that one? I missed yesterday's game, which is why I didn't have the recap for
my
everybody.
mom was trying to take a nap, so check me out. I go to my mom's house on my lunch breaks and stuff. I was at my mom's house watching the game. It was like, I think it was like almost 4 o'clock, something like that, right about halftime, right? So I was sitting there watching the game, and then Gelo hits that .6, bro. I was like, let's fucking go. Mom comes running in the room. She's like, what's up? What's wrong? And I was like, oh. And I try to explain to her because she knows that, like, I explained to her about the Ball family. I've been following them since Melo was 8th grade, maybe a freshman. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
So she knows. Mom knows about the Ball family. So I was explaining to her about Gelo putting in work in the summer league, and I scared her. I woke her up. I was so excited for that, man.
No, I dig that, bro. I wish. I don't. I used to stream during the games, but like I stopped doing it because I like to lock in like that, right? And I had the same thing. We got a dog, and the first game when he knocked down the 5 threes, that's exactly how it was.
Going crazy.
Let's go, mother. You know what I'm saying? I'm in the house turning all the way up, man. Everybody running around here trying to figure out what's going on.
Man, it's like you feel so much joy just being able to just wild out and not have to worry about like not even like what you're saying, just like I don't know, just being able to just express like let's fuck like cussing and you know what I mean? Like sometimes it slips out, and so I just I love the first game was lit, just watching Gelo just go crazy, 5 for 8, like putting up the stats. But like so after the first game when we were watching the interview with Coach, and he was talking about, oh, let's see next game because he's going to be on the scout report, so he's not going to get them shots. And he didn't. Like, they were guarding my man on the 3. So, like, what'd he do? He went and grinded out his points on the inside, you know what I mean? So, like, just doing what Coach said, like, that made me feel good that he wasn't just out there jacking shots. I was like, all right, at least he's coachable. He can listen. And, like, every little, like, you guys always talk about you got to, like, read between the lines because the GM and the coaches aren't going to come out here and say, yeah, we like Gelo, you know what I mean? Like, so, like, just everything, like, all the little stuff that they hint about, you could tell he's trying to work on. And, like, man, it's just, it's so nice him getting a legitimate shot. Like, even if they, like, just put him in a G League, like, them giving him the opportunity to come ball out. They're running plays for my man. You know what I mean? They ran the play right before he hit that halftime shot, too. Like, a minute before they ran a play for Gelo, coming off of, like, towards the end of the buzzer. And then they ran that half-court play, too. Like, both buzzer-beater plays they ran for Gelo. Like, they obviously knew he's on the floor. He's the best shooter on the floor, run a play for Gelo. And what'd he do?
I like that.
Through. My man hit that.
I like that.
Came through, hit the, that counted. He already knew.
Yeah.
He already knew. Walked off with it.
I like that. And you 100% right. You got to read between the lines. And I do love that they're calling plays for him because that says a lot, right?
Yeah.
that says like we know what you do and we want to give you an opportunity to do it. So that's dope right there for me. And man, I wish that I would have seen that game, because if you saying that they called the two plays for him back to back
Yeah.
going into the halftime, that's even bigger. Did you see coming into the third quarter? I think it was the third quarter where he had two opportunities and he had two shot attempts from behind the arc, I believe, that he didn't make. And I heard somebody say that he had some shot attempts, but they were like same thing, buzzer, the shot clock going down way back,
Mhm.
just kind of like rush shot. So it
Yeah.
was like
So the
kind of
first
like a
one I was
setup.
talking about where they ran the play for him, it was basically like they just fed him the ball with a second left on the shot clock, and he just had to put something up. Like his 2 for 6 was really 2 for 4. Like two of his shots
Okay.
that he put up were just like they were 4 shots. You know what I mean? Like nobody wanted to take it. End of the shot
Yeah.
clock. Like Joe is like, bet I'll put a shot up, and like it's not like he was out there jacking shots. Like they're back rim or in and out, like bouncing off
Got
the
you.
rim
Yeah.
twice in that thing. Like so it's you could tell he wasn't out there forcing and jacking shots. Like the 6 he took, he had to take. They were either
Got you.
open or they're forced. You know what I mean? So
Got you. Yeah, yeah,
it's
yeah. Let me see this. The cut 2009. Jello has done enough to show he can be a role player to hit some threes. He has not played in a long time and outshining some lottery picks, Killian Hayes. I mean, when you speaking facts, you speaking facts. Like that's just it. I think that's so when we talk about the like GMs and the coaches and stuff that they send, one of the things that I do appreciate about them is that when they do talk about him, it feels like they really trying to give him an opportunity, right? You said like they talking about like where he can like improve his game at and how they can put him in situation. And there's the one coach, he kept saying like it's on us to teach him the defense. It's on us to give him
yeah.
an opportunity to do that. And so to me, anytime a coach is saying that's a big deal for sure.
Yeah, and then like I forget whose video was saying it. Like I'm pretty sure it was you. They were saying like you could hear in the video coach yelling at Joe like, "Yo, Jello, chest up!" Like on D, and like
Mm-hmm.
really like vocally coaching him through the game. Like coaches don't coach players they don't think got it. They don't coach players
Exactly.
that they don't think want it, and they definitely don't coach players that ain't doing shit. You know what I mean? So
Yep.
like, if you hear coach out there yelling at you, you're obviously either one of the favorites or one of the best players. Like that's all there
Yeah.
is to it. Like,
And if he's yelling at you to do an assignment, a
yeah,
lot of times they
you're
be yelling
important.
at you, get your ass out of here. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
He's not
Hey.
yelling, get back on D,
Yeah,
get back on
exact.
D.
Yeah.
He's yelling like, yo, I need you to stick that man. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, yo,
Yeah. And he after he yell at you, the next thing you don't see him say, somebody go get AV, get him out of here. You know what I'm saying? Hey, shout out to my boy Ball Facts, man, who came through. Appreciate you stopping through the channel, my guy. It's my guy, man.
Yeah,
He's
I
a
love
good dude.
Ball facts to go.
Yeah, yeah. He that boy got that content, man.
Facts.
Catch you next
Yo,
time.
when I man like last week or 2 weeks ago, I seen Ball Facts went live. I clicked on it. He was in the crib with LeVar. I was like, all right, Ball Facts.
Yeah, yeah. I see that he is in the pool, feet in the water, chilling. I say, go ahead,
Had
man.
LeVar
That's
cooking on
what's
the
up.
stove.
Straight up, man. Straight up. Let me see. Yelling excitement at Gelo. Get that steal in game 2. That's a fact. Let me see. Catch you next time, bro. All right, Dom 34, man. Appreciate you coming through here. Here's a question that I had. I was thinking about the other day,
All right.
and this is in regards to LaMelo, right? Because I guess initially I assumed myself that LaMelo wouldn't play in this G League. It seemed like it's no point, right? He already
Right.
done enough. But I guess I was thinking about this. If LaMelo plays in this G League season, I'm sorry, in the summer league with Gelo, the opportunities come different, right? So
Man,
you know what I
I
mean? The
feel
freezing out and all of this other stuff that we hearing and the speculation and
right.
but what about like it don't happen if Melo running the show? So
I
like
think if
Is
Melo
it?
never got hurt last season, even if he was
Yeah.
rookie of the year and never got hurt, they would have let him play with Gelo. But I
Mm-hmm.
think just on the fact that he hurt his wrist, they can't like. Just imagine Melo gets hurt just trying to help Gelo out in the summer league, bro. They
Yeah.
would take so much slack. Like it would be over for everyone in their organization if Melo got hurt again in the summer league. So like
Yeah.
I feel I'm not letting him play. Like I'm sure Melo wanted to. Oh, I'm sure Melo said like, "Yo, let me hoop with my man's," but I just don't think like anything in them could let him do it. But like if Melo got on that court with his brother, bro, it's a wrap. Like anybody who
Yeah.
sees that, like Chino Hills 2.0, dog, like it's over. It's over. Because
Yeah.
first of all, Book Knight, like don't get me wrong, but Book Knight's a hooper. But I feel like Book Knight's fucking like a Julian Newman 2.0. Like he's a little taller Julian Newman, bro. He's just out there dribbling on people, trying to look cool. He came in the first interview talking about, yeah, I got swag like LaMelo, and I'm trying to get buckets. Like, all right, cool, bro. You just got drafted, and you're coming out here talking about you're swagging like Melo. Like, I don't know. I didn't really like it, but that's just
Yeah.
my personal opinion.
I,
And then I see the first couple games, his turnover to assist ratio is ridiculous. Like
yeah.
out here 5-6 turnovers with 1 assist. Like I don't know. This last game though, I can't lie. This last game, for the last 3 quarters he hooped, he was balling. He had
Yeah.
great passes. He was dishing. Like I feel like I feel like as soon as he gets a little more comfortable and realizes like he doesn't have to hoop for a spot, like he got the team. He solidified. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you're top 12 pick or whatever, top 11 pick. You don't need to be trying to ball hog in summer league like these other guys. So I feel
Yeah.
like he really figured that out. Like his last game was nice. He was hooping. I wasn't mad at him.
Yeah.
But then
I,
first
I, I,
two,
wa-
I was getting pissed, bro. Like I was getting real mad.
I watched the coach talk about the last game, and that's exactly what he said. I think that what I realized with Book Night is, and this is this was what I feel like everybody was concerned with him going into this, is the fact that he is just a scorer, right? He's been that guy where we gonna get you the ball, you go do whatever you want with it, and we'll live with that. And so what they need him to do on this team is to be more of a scorer slash facilitator. Same way they kind of got LaMelo, where if we need you to go get a bucket, Melo, you can go get one. If we want you to facilitate, you can. And so in the first couple of games, I did notice that too. He was just doing way too
Too
much
much.
dribbling, but he had some moments where he was making some passes when I was like, but I see you got some in you now. I
Right.
see why they got you and they can bring that out of you. But let me give a shout out to my man Cut 2009 here and here, man. What's happening, my guy?
What up, though?
What's happening, man?
Hey, like I said, man, considering Gelo has not played as much as or as recent as these guys coming out of college and G League and all that, the brother been balling. Limited minutes, being froze out these games. Obvious, everybody else trying to get their shot, and for guys like Book Knight, who's he's just going to be a scorer. I don't see him being a facilitator. And I was kind of confused by the coaches talking about, like, well, we got to teach Melo the game. LeVar done taught his boys how to play the game the right way. So I'm not understanding all that. This not a guy that's out there that don't know what he's doing. I mean, he's out here with limited minutes. And like I said, this last game, they giving the ball to him late. When they that first game, when they draw that play up for him and he executed it with perfection, that right there showed you this guy's for real. And like I said earlier, Killian Hayes, my Detroit Pistons, he's a lottery pick. He's a vet. He didn't got a year up on this league, and he's only averaging 6-7 points. I think he put up about 7 points tonight while Cade Cunningham went out there and shot 7 for 10 threes. And Gelo got more points than him.
You know what? The fact that they drafted Cade Cunningham says a lot of what they think about Killian Hayes. Just, you know what I mean, just off rip already. But he has kind of shrunk so much that I like damn near forgot he was a thing. You know what I mean? I remember last year they was trying to say it was who gonna be better, Killian Hayes or LaMelo Ball. It's not even a question. That ain't even a conversation. If you bring that up, you damn near liable to get slapped type thing.
Disrespectful.
Yeah.
Exactly. But I do give the Hornets credit, unlike my Pistons. who kind of, messed over Gelo, not even really letting him play. I do give him credit for at least giving him a shot. He's showing that he can play, and if the Hornets don't get him, hey, I'm sure Lonzo like bring my brother over here to Chicago, because Chicago trying to put some stuff together. And I'm already got on my schedule. I'm going to a Chicago game, and I'm gonna go to the Hornets game. So, and hopefully Gelo will end up with one of his brothers. But wherever he go, I love to go give him some shine too, because them brothers was working hard.
Yeah, no, that's a fact. I'm definitely going to Chicago, and I live here in Indianapolis, so I'm at the Pacers games. And when they play each other, it's up. I'm definitely at. I'll be at all of them games, whether it's in Chicago or here. I'm sorry. When the Hornets go to Chicago, I'll be there. You know what I'm saying? And then when they come to the Indiana play the Pacers, I'll be there as well.
I'm definitely getting to a Hornets game, guaranteed. I'm like 7-hour drive. I'll make that drive, bro. Like, as soon as Melo got to the fucking Hornets, I was like, yup, absolutely go do a game. And then COVID, they was like, nah, nobody's coming to the games. I was pissed.
Yeah.
I tried to get to the game in Philly, but I forget what happened. It was like probably like 2 days before I ended up not being able to get out there. But, man, I was pissed. I can't wait to see Melo hoop in person, bro. Oh, my God.
Yeah. I honestly, I might try to go catch a Pistons game. Cade Cunningham, his trainer, it's a guy named Ashton, the trainer, was a coach in the JBA league, and he is like Curtis Hollis's coach and all of that. That's how Curtis Hollis got in the JBA and all of that stuff, because Cade Cunningham's trainer was a coach there. So I might pull up just to go like get in contact with them.
Yo, I got a question.
Well, holler at me, AB, if you come to Detroit. If you come to Detroit, holler at me, AB. I got you on the tickets, man. We kick it. Show some Detroit love.
Sure. Straight up. Before they when the schedule come out, and we'll link back up on it. Hey, God of Blackness say stop the book night hate. LOL. It's all love to book night.
It's all love to book night.
AB, what's going on, man?
What's happening, man? We got my man Trinidad Ty in the building. What's up?
What's up, man? I'll be in the comments. I'm
about to slide out of here.
in North Carolina, though, man. They put my boy Gelo in Greensboro. I'm out here in Greensboro. They put my boy Gelo in Greensboro. I'm at every game, man.
Yeah.
We out here, man. They can't stop my boy, man.
You know what, man?
I came on to ask you a question, though.
All right.
Michael Jordan ain't don't try to go get Bobo, man.
Bobo?
He messed up in the draft. He missed out on him. We need Bobo in Charlotte, man.
Yeah, Bobo is one of them players who like seemed like he could do everything. You know what I'm saying? Like it just seemed like it's too good to be true. And for some reason, to me, like he get on the court sometimes, and it just is too good to be true. You know what I mean? But so I feel like, because whenever, what was it when Lonzo was in New Orleans, I thought that they was going to try to get the and I was like, oh, Bobo, Zion, that could be bananas, and they didn't do it. You know what I'm saying? So I'm interested to see Bobo get some minutes and like really get an opportunity to go. And this is what I was going to say about if Gelo. The beautiful thing about if Gelo do go to Greensboro, I'm hoping it's a situation where it's like not, I don't want to say his team, but like it's like you one of the guys. You know what I'm saying? Like
he gonna be the
you
guy
down here to shine. Exactly. Yeah,
he gonna be the guy, because ain't nobody out here in Greensboro that I know of ball. We got J.R. Smith come to A&T to play golf. Other than that, you know what I mean?
Hey. That's crazy in itself, man.
That's tough.
I seen that too. That's wild.
That's tough. Hey, I'm at work though. I just hopped on. Usually I'd be off. I mean, I'd be working. You on. So I just wanted to say what's up. That's all.
Nah, all right, man. I appreciate you coming through, man. Come back again for sure.
Already, cuz. Be safe, yo.
All right, yep, you too. We got somebody in here, man. Look like you're stuck, man. You gotta connect your device, Chris. Let me see. Book Night is talented. Let me keep my man up here, man. Shout out to the God of Blackness, man. Here's the thing, bro. I personally don't have no hate for Book Night. I ain't got no hate in my heart for Book Night at all. For me, I just like realized in the first couple games that there was some opportunities for growth, right? But I also realized that the kid is talented. What this Charlotte Hornets team needs coming off the bench, in a lot of ways, he was providing that and has the skill set to do it. The points, he looked like he gonna be an elite scorer. I think that when you look at trading him for a Devante Graham coming off the bench, Devante Graham was an elite shooter behind the arc, not this past season, but the season previous to that, right? And so what they were hoping to get from him is be an elite shooter, but then also have the ability to facilitate a bit. We got some of the facilitation, right? But you didn't get the same level of scoring from him off the bench that you were hoping you were going to get. I think that level of consistent scoring will not be as much of an issue for Book Night once he gets going in that system as it was for Devante Graham. And I also think that last year, some of the tension that you had was obviously a contract year for Devante Graham. So the coach was really trying to put him in the best light so he can get that bread as you know what I mean, support, to be able to support his family for one, but then also the better Devante Graham plays, the greater of an asset you have to move around, as you see them do with a sign and trade. So I think Book Night, to me, has shown me that he has the ability to do the right thing with that ball. I just think that it's just hard for a young cat like him to be on a summer league team when it's like your first shot at this is your team, bro. You can go ahead and do it. But once he get on that main squad and they like, slow down, it'll be a little bit easier for him to figure out what he's supposed to do as far as facilitating the ball. Book Night was a wasted pick on Wild. I can't co-sign that one. Ball family fans just want everything to be perfect. I think that's a misconception, right? Because if you have followed the journey, nothing has been perfect ever. Like LaMelo didn't even graduate high school perfectly. Gelo missed some of the championship games that year after long because his ankle was busted. His ankle been busted since beginning of time. They went to Lithuania, nothing was perfect. JBA League, nothing was perfect. JBA USA, nothing was perfect. Australia, nothing was perfect. And shoot, look at Gelo's journey between G League and OKC. Nothing was perfect there. Detroit, nothing was perfect. Hornets, nothing was perfect. People not expecting perfection. People just want to see opportunity, right? And the reality is that most people believe if you give these cats an opportunity that they'll earn whatever spot, or they'll earn their keep. You know what I'm saying? They'll go kill their meal. What's up, man? We got Enjoy in the building. What's happening, my guy?
Nothing
going
much,
good,
nothing
man.
much. Just
How you
been doing pretty good. A little upset that the last show wasn't on NBA TV because I don't got ESPN3 or whatever, but
yeah, I hated that too
throw
because
you
I had
off
to
on
like
that sometimes.
I had to work to go get the game. Oh man, my man Ballfax was behind the scenes. He slipped out. Let me see this, man. Let me Jordan Roberts says maybe they already made their mind up. Don't want the league to see Gelo blow up with 30 minutes of play. The league would have a bidding war. Exactly. That's what I said.
That's one.
I said that I don't. Well, let me say that. Let me say this. I'm not saying that that's what it is, but I'm saying that it's definitely a possibility, and that makes sense.
If you look at his first game when he came out and just lit up everything, every single team had a scout at the next game. That first game, there was two coaches. There was, I think it was the San Antonio coach and the Detroit coach was at the game. The next game, every single coach was there. And you can't tell me that they're there for Book Night. You can't tell me they're there for Kai.
Yeah, it don't make no sense to be there for them because you can't get them anyway no time soon. Yeah.
And I mean, you got Melo's happy as can be with them. and you got him balling out. What are you gonna do? Like throw him back in the G League? Like, nah, you're gonna give him his 15th spot on the bench. You're gonna let him and ball out. And you're gonna give him 10 minutes a game in crash time just to make him happy.
No, that's what's happening, man. We got my man Ball Facts in here. What's happening, man?
What's the word, AB? What's good, bro?
It's going good, man. We in here, we talking about that gel. I want to say this, bro, and I always give you props on this. Is that when it comes to the Gelo hype train, or not this, I don't want to say hype train because that make it seem like it's artificial. When it comes to the Gelo facts, pun intended, when it comes to the Gelo, the reality of his situation, you know what I'm saying? When it comes to what we seeing now and being able to predict that and see the future, you one of the only people who legitimately from the beginning have been like, yo, the Duke of Hoop. In the whole universe of the brand and all of this content creator stuff, a lot of people was like, I gotta wait and see it. I ain't seen it in this. But what about? But who then? But what if?
Dude, Ball
I feel like
6 months ahead the fans, man. Like
I never forget when you said, let the sniper snipe.
Exactly.
Let the sniper snipe. I said that he know how he know. That's what I've been trying to say. You put it so eloquently, and I was trying to figure out the words, and you said it. Let the sniper snipe. And I promise you, on night one, when he was raining threes, that's all I was in the house saying. Let the sniper snipe. Let the sniper snipe.
Oh man, dang, bro! If you would have seen me during that game, they would have said, "Calm down, bro. Calm down." I was too excited during that game because I seen the manifestation of what I had been cooking up for a year. You know what I'm saying? Everybody said, Ballfax, you was ridiculous. He ain't played in years, and the brother won't be able to shoot on NBA caliber players. And the first game he came out and just proved everybody wrong. Man, my DM was blowing up. People was even like, you was right. You was right, bro. I'll give it to you. You was right.
He doing you got 5 years of video to prove you were right. No one can call you on.
You ain't gotta tell me exactly. Yeah. No.
So Ballfax just hit our 2-year anniversary. You know what I mean? And we definitely ran it up. Came with the facts. Did it in a way that nobody was doing it. And we reaping the rewards over here. Life is good. We watching Gelo shoot 44% from the 3-point line. Like, what are we talking about? Like, what are we really talking about? And I've been telling people, if he plays with his brothers, like by himself, Gelo is a solid role player by himself because he's not going to create his own shot a lot. He can sometimes. When he runs out, he's not going to get fed as if like he wants to be fed. But when he plays with Lonzo or LaMelo, he's not only going to get the buckets that we see him getting with 2 defenders in his face, we're going to see him get those easy buckets as well. And that's when Gelo can step into the 20-point game nights and stuff like that. So everybody that's hating on Gelo, they better hope that the Hornets fumble the bag. They better hope that he doesn't get with Lonzo with the Bulls, because everything that I said will come true. Guarantee you that.
Dude, I can't wait to see whenever, like, being in the summer league, it kind of sucks because, like, camera angles, sometimes you can't see it. But it will be like, there'll be a rebound, and you're like, where'd ball go? Where is he? And then they move the camera 10 seconds later, and he's standing in the corner like, hey, guy, can I get the 3, please? Like, anyone going to pass it to me? Like, okay, all right, you're just going to get blocked. All right, I'll go back and do it again.
Exactly. Like, and he's boxing out as well. So first he's boxing out, positioning, and then he's the first one down the court. Like, how do you do this? And supposedly he's slow on his feet.
I know, right? Who was it? Was it Fareek or whatever that they had that rebound in game 2? And he's a big dude. And all I see is Kai Jones going up for the rebound, and you see LaMelo dip down into like a squat and push his ass like 5 feet back, like in an instant.
Yeah.
Like that is so much space. Like, what are you supposed to do about that? Dude's like a good 6 inches smaller than him, and he's just pushing him around like he's a little kid.
You already knew he was strong when the first thing the coach said about him was, I mean, God, he's stronger than he look. He can rebound. Gelo. So you already knew he was strong, right? And if you know anything about LeVar, you already know that's all he when he start comparing the bodies, you know what I'm saying? Gelo mimic his body type more than anybody, and so he gonna have that ball strength like nobody else got. I think though, what I always see, and it's the same thing when it came with LaMelo, right? And everybody was questioning shot percentage. You know what I mean? Can he shoot the NBA three? And it was a matter of having the understanding that in whatever style of offense that they play, they're gonna take wild shots. You know what I mean? He's shooting 40 footers. He's shooting coming across. He not even. I was about to say coming across half court. He not even coming across half court and shooting threes. Like that's the type of thing. So I used to say once he get into some structure, you're gonna see the shooting percentage go up because the shot selection gonna change. I think that what you said about Gelo is so spot on that he becomes even more dangerous in a system where they finding him, but also in a system where it's danger around him. In that first game, you started to see Book Night. It got clear. He started to clear it up for Book Night because Book Night could drive to the lane, and we can't even leave Gelo in the corner because we know how to knock it down. So now he's scoring. Now, once you start scoring, I gotta leave you. And I wish I could pull it up, but there was one play so beautiful, and you could tell to see the IQ of Gelo. They kind of swung it on the corner, and his man left him. And what he did is he just slid down to the corner, wide open for the three. You know what I mean? Took 2 steps to the right and was wide open. And so you put him on a team with his brothers, man, and that type of stuff gonna happen all day, and it's gonna be they ain't even gotta think about it. It's gonna be subconscious type of activity, which is another level of greatness.
All I can remember is on ESPN whenever they asked LaMelo, like, how'd you get so good at that cross-court underhand pass? And he was like, I was too weak as a kid to catch my brother on the fast break. So it's like LaMelo's entire game is designed about catching his brother to get a three when nobody else is even past
half court. Talk, man. Yep.
So this dude, he's been doing it since he was 16. Imagine him now being strong. Like, he can zip a pass. He can throw it over everyone. Like, it's going to be just funny. Like, having a 15th person on a bench, which is what he would be if he signed right now, that can literally just catch a three from half court and drop them continuously. That is so frustrating to have to plan against. Like, what do you do? Like, this man's going to hit 40+% of his threes, and you have to have somebody cherry picking to guard him the whole entire time. Like, what?
Say it is that iron, right? So you Melo would have hit his brother down the court. Eventually, let that pass where if you Gelo, you can't afford to slow down because you hit the ball there. You know.
Hey, am I tweaking or is AB cutting in and out? Is that me?
Yeah, he's cutting in and out. I thought it was me too.
Oh, bro, you cutting in and out bad. I don't know what happened. I thought it was my headphones.
Check my cut out on my.
Yeah, bro. All we hear is what that. But it's all good.
Make a good song, you know what I mean?
Yeah. AB, one time you had a video, bro, and I was like, hey, this is the chopped and screwed version because that kept glitching.
What is it better now? Can you hear me? Still in the matrix.
Yeah, it's jacked up.
Out a bit, yeah.
I did want to say this about Book Night, guys. Book Night is not a garbage player. He's just not a player of the future as far as moving the ball up the court, running fast, the passes. And that is what the Hornets want to move to. They got LaMelo, and Book Night is just a year too late. He came into the summer league like he was going to be the guy, but they already have a guy. That's why Gelo is good there, because Gelo can complement the guy they already have. They got the rookie of the year, still a teenager. So you're not coming in as the new face, and you don't want the locker room and you don't want the bench to be again with that Devante and Terry and LaMelo trying to figure out what's going on. You bring Gelo in and the order is already solidified. You have a cohesive locker room right away. But don't get me wrong, James Bouknight is very skilled offensively. He's naturally gifted. He reminds me of somewhat of a Trae Young without the shooting range, but he can still shoot. So I think his upside in a few years, if he's moved to another team or given some minutes, that he's definitely gonna do something in the league.
I'm just excited to see what Kai does. Like seeing that man's motor. Oh my! It's like watching a little Giannis. Like that. His motor alone and how much he wants to fight for that ball. Like that's gonna bring him places.
Yeah, they definitely got to go in Kai.
He would just steal it. What they get him 20th or something?
Yeah, definitely. And you see what he's doing out there. People in the chat saying Bouknight is trash. A lot of people was telling me that I was trashing Bouknight because in the video I showed him like losing the ball. But hey, somebody turn their mic down because I can hear myself.
Yeah.
My fault, man. That's just
my he's trying to do default.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, bro. Do what you gotta do.
Hold on, I got you.
But Bouknight's not that bad. I think he just kind of has a mentality of I think he came from a top 10 rated school. He was the number one scorer in that school, always had been. And now he's like, I'm just going to come dance on some people in the NBA. And then he comes in and he realizes, oh shit, this 7-foot dude's as fast as me in the NBA. Like, got to rethink this. Like, I played low-level college and stuff. The gap just from like a D3 athlete to a D1 athlete is insane. I did a training camp with Seth Curry, and just watching him was like, yeah, I'm just done. Like he literally walked in the court and just from half court hit a 3-point shot and just started talking to us like it was nothing. And it's like that's just nothing to him.
Hey, everybody hit that like button right now because I see over 200 people in the chat and we only in the hundreds on the like. So y'all go ahead hit that like button for AB. You dig? Y'all know what it is. Ball Facts in the building. I'm supporting my guy. He runs it up. AB, we still can't hear you, but
yeah, they got me in the matrix right now. Can you hear me?
Yeah, you're pretty
decent.
It's just the I'm saying, hold on, man. Hold it down for me.
Hey, we'll hold it down for you, AB. We'll hold it down for you, man. You're now tuned into AB the Heroes channel, and you're sitting here with Ball Facts. And bro, I don't see your name on the screen. I was about to shout your name out, but
yeah, everyone calls me Enjoy or Enjoy Tanner.
Enjoy Tanner. I think I've seen you in the comment section before.
Yeah, I hop in here. I was in chat back when they drafted Melo, I think.
Okay.
I was up in here talking with all y'all.
So what are you thinking about LiAngelo's minutes the next game? What do you think they're gonna do?
Honestly, I think truthfully they're seeing how he reacts to being iced out. Like if you look at the coaches are super enthused about him, but I think everyone in the organization knows he's probably going to get 8 minutes a game. Truthfully, like that's just kind of his role, especially the first year coming in. Give him some more 3-point opportunities, see how he does and everything, get him up to speed. But next game, if he gets 15-20 minutes and can drop 12 points, like that's a win.
Yeah, somebody's going to have to look at him because I think what LiAngelo has done is surprised them from the scrimmages in Charlotte. From what I've heard about, he surprised them. And now they're like, okay, Summer League, let's see what he does. First game, they're like, okay, what are we going to do? They're having meetings about what are they really going to do because
we're going to guard him too. Like when a team has to have that meeting, that you're on someone's radar.
Yes, definitely. And I heard what you said about the scouts. That was definitely true. I noticed that.
Yeah, that was one of the biggest things I noticed was like, because I've played with some crazy good players, and I've never seen someone play one game and have everyone show up like that's balling out. And I mean,
definitely.
I think the big thing too is you got a lot of these old heads, like I forgot their names, but like ESPN last year had a lot of people retired that were huge against like the Ball family because they hated LeVar. And I mean, they're gone. And a lot of these coaches and organizations have been cycled out in the last 4 years. So a lot of this like negative, oh, they just throw up shots. Oh, they're just they only care about scoring 100. They don't care about their teammates. they're looking. All these people are looking at it, going, "Man, that coach before me was kind of dumb. Man, this guy's balling out.
Look how
Man,
true
maybe
it.
that
It's
guy
not
just
true at
didn't
all.
like
Look at Gelo shooting 40% in the LKL, and they
Oh,
said,
yeah.
"Oh, that's just the LKL." Then he comes over in the summer league and he's shooting 40%. And he was playing against Michael Beasley and other NBA players and then other top draft picks, and he's still shooting that right now. So they got a lot of explaining to do. And then supposedly the Ball brothers are selfish, but yet they're like they come into the league and they're the best passers right away. So it just like nothing is adding up that they said. And the reason they don't like LeVar is because if you have a conversation with LeVar, like we sat down, went out to eat a few times, and people come up to LeVar and they're like talking about his sons. He will not let you control the narrative of the conversation if you want to say something. Like you're trying to get him to go to a certain point and you ask LeVar a question like, so this, so that. He's not going to give you the answer that you want. He's going to give you an answer in a way to say what he wants to say. And that is why the media cannot stand him. It's not because he's a bad guy. It's because they can't flip his words. They can't control what he's about to say. And all these interviewers like to do that. They ask questions to get you to a certain point, and then they just go ahead and drop a bomb on you. But what can you do to a guy that tells you stay in your lane? You know what I'm saying? You're not even ready for that. So
whenever he flipped the whole
mic check. Can y'all hear me?
Hey, we hear you. 1 2 1 2.
Mickey, we gotta get a freestyle session, man, like the old days.
Hey, play the beat on. We finna do it. We on AB the Hero channel. We giving you behind the scenes. Let's do it.
That's what's up, man. No, I heard y'all talking, man, and you 100% right. That boy LeVar, man, he got an answer for everything, and he got a method to the madness and a reason behind it all. And when you hear it, you're like, I get, you know what I mean? You can't even really debate it. It makes sense. How long you know your boys? I knew my boy was gonna be to the league when I picked my wife. You can't debate it.
Right.
You think
like, oh, okay.
I still love the hit pieces on the BBB brand when it's like, oh yeah, he's just trying to exploit his kids and everything. It's like, what's he doing? Oh yeah, he's preaching to his kids about how they need to be self-reliant and how they need to bring business to their community and shit. Like, that's horrible. And it's like, all right, you're an idiot. Like, all these people talking mad smack on him and everything when the whole entire time all he was doing was building his family's brand. Like, this man, like, he didn't fight his kids when they wanted to leave. He didn't sue them or anything. Like, you've seen that. Like, all the time in the NBA, you see people, like, their kids make it and they're like, okay, I want that money. His kids make it. He's like, all right, I want to be in the stands cheering. Like, that's all his mind's on.
It's a fact, man. I think it's that, and he figured out a way to, like Ball Fact saying, control the narrative. That's really the part that they hate. It's a lot of parents who be in the stands cheering and all of that stuff, but when the media say something about you, about the person playing, the mom never gets an opportunity to speak at the same level. The dad never get an opportunity to refute a point. And LeVar has put himself in a situation that people can't stand at times because Stephen A. Smith could say something and LeVar can say something, and their voices can carry the same amount of like volume once it comes to this internet and this social media space. And it's so crazy because he don't even be posting it on his own channel. He literally could get on the TMZ. He can go to FS1, and there's nothing you could do to stop that. You even look at the Magic Johnson situation. Magic Johnson is like one of the gods of the NBA. Like, you can never, and he outscooped Magic Johnson. Magic, I don't even know if Magic a figurehead. He ain't even really supposed to. I don't know if he got the power that he got. Then Magic come out 2 months later and like, well, I mean, I don't even know if I really got the power they said I had. And so that when you got to do with that kind of power over, you know what I mean, calling out Magic and it's right. What can you say to him?
I mean, when you got no chains holding you down, man, everyone grinding on the ground is just gonna look at you from the sky. You know what I mean?
That's a fact.
Like, he's flying above everyone, just spitting truth, and they're all sitting there listening to what they're having to be told.
We got Gelo time in here, man. What's up, Gelo time?
Yeah, what's good? What's good?
Oh, Gelo time. I was like, what you saying? I got you.
Yeah. What's your thoughts? And since your name Gelo Time, I'm assuming that you well versed in the Gelo sphere.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So I see Groot, in the chat.
Get him.
Yeah, he's saying Jello's G League and all the, he was like Lonzo gonna make $14 million a month. And look, you can watch Jello play. I watched Ball Facts video. He's already advanced for the league. Do you see how he runs? He's already there. If you have LaMelo, the ball's in his hands and it's a 3-pointer every time. Like LaMelo makes those full court passes, which Book Knight and all those guys on the summer league team can't do. Jello's already on the other side of the court, ready for a shot. You wanted to pull up from off the dribble. He made one. I mean, people say he can't dribble, but what I've noticed is whether he's contested or not, if he just shoots, it's probably a bucket. He's just a shooter, and I think he's gonna make it to the Hornets for sure. The roster, get some playing time, something.
Here's my thoughts on this, right? Because I had missed this I am Groot thing going on in the chat. To me, if Gelo goes to the G League to start the season, that's not a L.
Yeah,
that's still a W to me. Like, if he make the roster, that's all cool. But I personally would probably rather see him go to the G League and be the man for a couple games than go be the 15th person on the bench. And if the Hornets are down by 30, he get in. And if they up by 50, he get in. I would rather see him go down there and shine like that. So to me, it's not an L. Like, I think that him, because, and also we've seen him, he was trying to get on the OKC team 2 years ago. He was trying to go down to the G League bubble last year. So if he end up on a G League this year, it's the shot that he hit the target that he's been trying to hit the last 2 seasons. So that's a W to me. If he make the roster and somehow get in the rotation, that's an extra. That's like when they say, what do they say? You shoot for the stars and you land on the moon. Yeah. Hitting the G League is landing on the moon. You still in outer space. Making the roster, that's hitting the stars. You feel me? And so that's a W to me. So that's a bad bet. Whatever that bet's supposed to be.
I am Groot with this funniness. That's pretty funny. He's talking about join the bed and G League. Gelo's going to the G League instead. We can let G go to the G League and he can run that up there too. It doesn't matter. It's only a matter of time. We never said that Gelo is for sure going to get on an NBA team right now. What we said is that he's ready. What we said is that if he plays with his brother, it's a wrap. That's what we said. And those are straight facts, and you can't get around those. You bet me on those. Just like his teammate from the OKC told you. He told you. He's like, I don't know what everybody on the internet talking like this I am Groot guy, like Gelo ain't do nothing. I play with the guys in scrimmage, and he's a hooper. Out of the 450 players in the NBA, he definitely is not the worst. Pair him with his brother, and you're going to see things change quickly.
Yeah.
Quickly.
I think one of the big things too is, like, if you look at the Hornets organization, where they put Gelo is going to tell you a lot about what they want to do with him in 5 years. If he goes to the G League and is playing 30 minutes, I think that means that they want him for a long term. If they sign him to that 15th man slot, give him a league minimum and only play him 5-10 minutes a game, he'll probably only be there as long as LaMelo's there. But if they truly want him to play, they're going to play him. You'll see him in the G League playing just because he has to get those reps, and he's not going to be better than a Gordon Hayward coming right off the game. You know what I mean? Like, dude hasn't played NBA players. I mean, it's just not in his bag right now. Give him like a couple months to catch up, and sure, we can have that talk.
And see, that's why I disagree in the sense of, if you put Gelo with his brothers, the league will need to catch up because they've been playing the future. Oh,
if they put him on the main roster and run him 15, 20 minutes, that's a huge. That means that they see him as a role player right now. And I think that could change a lot of things, because that's when you're going to see him hitting those threes wide open and everyone's like, man, when did he get back there? Like,
my thing is, there's not a lot of players in the league who teams are planning for 5 years out. So no matter how many minutes, I don't know if that means he in the 5-year plan, right? I think LaMelo is a 5-year guy. You see Lonzo just got a 4-year. You know what I mean? Them long-term deals, they get him out sparingly. But I would love to see him run with his brothers, and that's why I was saying. And I think y'all brought up a good point, right? I've watched the games and I seen LaMelo still fiddling with that wrist, just sitting on the sideline at these summer league games. But I wonder if that wrist was not an issue. I would almost bet, I would take this bet that it would be they would be hard pressed to keep LaMelo off that court from being able to run with Gelo in this situation. Because I think that this would have been a great opportunity for that little sample size. Like, okay, let's show it in a real game. But I think that with the wrist injury, it's probably like, let's give him the most time possible.
Oh yeah.
But I think that would have probably changed the landscape of this summer league for sure, because the hype would have been bananas. But when Gelo take off running, they would have found him in that corner so many times. So it would have been crazy.
I can agree with you because, like, if you look, like, Bridges, Hayward, pretty much all the guys on the Hornets team were playing organized basketball in the offseason. All of them were playing some tournament somewhere, except for LaMelo. And you can't tell me he didn't want to play basketball. That boy be playing basketball every day of his life.
From what I hear, he was hooping. He just was in Charlotte hooping. He was with the team.
Yeah, from
grinding.
what I heard, he was kept with the team, which means that they wanted a trainer specifically watching to make sure he didn't stress anything out.
I see what you're saying.
So they didn't want him going out on a court where someone could grab his arm or something, twist it up, do something stupid. They would rather have him where everyone knows what's going on. They can be like, all right, guys, when it comes to his left wrist, let's just not smack it. Let it heal, but keep him full speed. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I hear you. I don't know, because when I listened to Borrego talk, he made it seem as if like he was commending LaMelo for staying local, right? He was like, well, I got to give him props for even being here this whole summer. You know what I mean? So he made it seem like it was just it was his choice. Like he wanted to lock in with the coaches. He wanted to do all of that stuff. So, I'll say this, that if the Gelo opportunity with the Hornets hadn't happened, we would have gotten to see all of them play in the Drew League at some point. You know what I mean? Yeah. So he probably would have touched down at least one game. So, but I'm not sure, man.
And another thing we don't see is, like, we always think of playing. You got to be the best player. I mean, it is the NBA. It is a business. So there is politics and everything. So him being in Charlotte might have been working on the game, plus hooking up, learning more about his coaches, learning more about the staff, just kind of working himself more into the system more than working himself more into the basketball system. Because he's already got those skills. He's just got to figure out the game, like the NBA.
Facts. What do you think about this? Do you think that in the world, LaMelo probably could have played this summer league and that would have been a benefit to the situation, or you think he should have stayed out of it? Or what's your thoughts on that?
I mean, your stars don't play in summer league, and since without the injury, since LaMelo's rookie of the year, and they putting all their chips on LaMelo, letting it ride, it would be hard for him to play now. But when you are the star, if you're fully healthy, you can say, I want to play. I want to be there. I'm already staying in Charlotte working out. I'm dedicated to the game. It's no difference than stepping on this court and playing as well. So if it would have been interesting to see it had he not been hurt, if he really wanted to do that. If he did do that, it would have changed everything, because it's not a guess what happens when LaMelo and Gelo play together. That's not a guess at all.
Points a game.
I guess the reason why I think that in a world where his wrist is not like hurting, he plays is like I feel like I heard LeVar talk about this all the time. Like, if your brother in a street fight, you know what I'm saying, you can't say, and he used this analogy to talk about the injuries, and this is why I guess he was trying to say Gelo was playing so much hurt, is like, you can't say, I can't help my brother fight in the club right now because my ankle hurt. My eye swole, I can't, you know what I mean? And I think that there's so many times where, well, not even so many times, but when you go back to JBA days, you see LiAngelo step in and really give like LaMelo, like, bro, you need me right now, I'm gonna come through, I ain't gonna leave you hanging. In the JBA LiAngelo had already said, I'm not playing, like that's for kids, you know what I'm saying? And then he was like, but my brother need me, you know what I mean? So I could see a world where LaMelo would be like, I'm not gonna play in that summer league. I'm the superstar, but wait a minute, my bro need me right now. I'm gonna get it done. You know what I'm saying? Now, obviously, I'm not expecting him to come out and play tomorrow, but I mean, like in a world where he wasn't hurt and you know what I mean, he wasn't the super $1 million man making those type of decisions. But so,
well, just imagine if we seen Gelo play in the Illawarra Hawks. Exactly. It would have been the same situation. Mm-hmm. They would have seen points put up in the NBL, and they couldn't say, "Oh, it was a weak league." They would have had to deal with Gelo right then and there. An even more interesting fact is the team likes Gelo.
Oh yeah, they do.
The team likes Gelo.
You can see it.
The Hornets organization, as far as the people at the top, they're more so like, let's just see. And then lo and behold, in the weight room, in the scrimmages, and you know, the team captain Melo, who's playing, is cohesive, being that bridge over to Gelo, and they bringing Gelo out of his shell, and he's kind of fitting into the team. This is the dynamics that y'all really have to see. So now after this summer league gets done, now the people at the top have to look and say, okay, with limited minutes, Gelo did this. The team rocking with him, but we wasn't expecting to do this. What do we do? So it's like, it's really a 50-50 chance. It really is. I know some more people think like, oh, they think a 90% he's not going to go, or 90% he is going to go. From the information that I have there's two sides to the Hornets team. You got the players, and then you got the people up there, and you got LaMelo in the middle with deciding factors going on. It's like a teeter-totter, and we got to see what's going to happen. But that's what makes the whole, the saga of the Ball family interesting, because everything is always one hair away from being a movie or being a complete disaster. Yes. It's like, you just don't know.
This is like what I was saying earlier. Somebody was like, people who like the Ball family want everything to be perfect. And I'm like, bro, we ain't never had nothing perfect.
Never.
Nothing. It's always been up to the last moment. Oh my God, what's going to happen? Nobody, well, I don't say nobody knew. Nobody knew what was going to happen that first night Gelo touched the court in the summer league. It wasn't perfect. My dog come off the bench. and so it has been that, and that's what makes it a movie. That's what makes it entertaining. That's what get me excited. That's what got my boy Enjoy screaming, waking up his mom during the game yesterday. She running in the room. My dog can't rest. You know what I mean? It's because it's a movie, man, and it's one it's got sequels. It's got twists and turns, cliffhangers. And the villain, you think he dead, and then all of a sudden he come back to life in the next movie.
Oh yeah,
you know what I'm saying? And so it's
hold on. I am Groot in the chat said, what did he say? Ball facts. Say what?
Melo a favor.
What did he say? What? I gotta find it. I seen he said, "You see what you want to see. You're telling fairy tales. If you haven't learned yet that I tell facts, you need to get off YouTube." You need to get off, bruh. If you can't see, months before the draft happened, I told you Melo was going to the Hornets, and I told you there was a package deal in the works. I've been told you that. I told you don't sleep on a sniper or you will get shot. And what did my dog Gelo do? And many other things. So I'm gonna give you some attention right now, but bro, you smoking something. And there go my guy. What's up, Horror Vision? I Vision press in the building.
What's going on, brothers?
Man.
What's up? I see you live over here, man. AB the hero.
Hey, we live, man. We had to bring the live stream. I was like, man, I'm about to go to sleep. And I was like, man, let me hop on, man, just because for the culture one time, man. And I'm glad I did, because now the culture in the building, for sure.
All day, man. It's good to see you, brothers, man.
Yeah, man. Good to see you too, man. Hey, like always, my dog come through with the merch. And the logos, the IVD Press T, the Fahara Vision hat. I love it.
Hey, man, you know, when you're being yourself, man, and you're investing in yourself, brothers, you know what I'm saying? Y'all already know what it is, man. I'm all about it, man. BBB for life.
Mm-hmm.
Never lost.
Have you been?
I'm Bruce said, hold on, let me address the message you put on the screen. He said, didn't you say Joe was going to NBA 2 years ago? Yeah, I predicted 2 years ago, Gelo will be in the NBA, regardless of what y'all say. And watch what happens. You remember that. You even letting the people know I said he was going 2 years ago. And just watch. It will happen. You think that Lonzo is not going to be balling out, LaMelo balling out, and Gelo don't get his shot? Come on now. I already told you. So thank you, I Am Groot, for letting these people know that I've been telling the facts.
I'm just saying to I Am Groot. Can we just say my man's in the summer league right now? Like, what more you want from him? Like,
Facts.
dude went from being like completely written out of all basketball to now he's in the summer league balling out. Like, what more do you want?
That's the reality, man. That's the reality. You know, a lot of people they talk. You know, I like you already know with these guys on this screen. You know, we've been saying it for years. You know what I'm saying, that this was going to happen. He was going to get his shot. But a lot of people don't understand. They was like, well, if he went to China and did this and did that. I said, think about it. If he wouldn't have went to China, none of this stuff would have never happened. The JBA would have never happened. Them playing overseas would have never happened. None of this stuff that happened. Melo wouldn't be the Rookie of the Year in 2 different leagues, back to back at 18 and 19 years old. None of this stuff never happens. So everything happens for a reason, and that's a family over there. They are family over there.
Hey, AB, why you keep putting I Am Groot on the screen? You making me reply to this clown.
No, what is happening is it's moving. I'm going to click it, and it moved before I could get there.
I'll be trying to ignore him, but I'm like, okay, AB giving this dude some shine, so then I gotta address him.
This one I was trying to click this. Or no, this one. FYF was in here, and it moved up, and I hit him.
FYF, what up, bro?
It's not so much that he's balling out in summer league. It's that he looks like either the best or second best player on a summer league team with 2 top 20 picks. Like, that means a lot. If you go out there and you haven't played in 2 years and you look like you belong on the court, people are going to go, oh shit, that man belongs on a court.
Well, why is balling out in the summer league not a big deal now? When Damian Lillard won MVP in the summer league, it was a big deal. When Lonzo won MVP in the summer league, it was a big deal. The scouts obviously think the summer league is a big deal because they're all there assessing who's going to be on the teams. You know what I'm saying? I respect what you're saying, FIF, but if the summer league wasn't anything, then why would it dictate who gets certain roles on teams? It must be something.
Yeah, Kyle Kuzma is what he is today because of the summer league.
True.
He balled out a little bit there off the Lonzo help, and that took him from being like what was he picked in like the 30th pick in the first round or something, and it was like, damn, he was the steal of the draft off the summer league. LeBron and AD coming, and he's supposed to be the third person in a trio off the summer league. So I mean, it matters to some people.
What's up, FIF? Why isn't the summer league a big deal?
It's not a big deal in the sense that the way some people are talking about it, like when they talk about Gelo and all these guys, for a lot of people it's about the minutes he's getting on the court and the numbers. When, like I told AB the other day, I said he can play 10 minutes. Gelo played 10 minutes in the first game, and I saw enough. I didn't need to see him play or start or give the fanfare because they just evaluate these guys in segments, because summer league basketball is horrible basketball. It's not quality basketball. So you got to judge them in sets, ATOs. You maybe judge him in broken plays. Can he get his shot off quick? But if he comes out and drops 30, that doesn't tell me nothing if he's dropping 30 against bums. Like, I can go to a rec league, a YMCA league, and drop 40, but that don't mean I can go out and do the same thing against college or NBA guys. So sometimes you got to look at the skills that are actually correlate and translate into an NBA game. The catch and shoot, the quick release, the sprinting up the court quickly. The lateral movement is a lot better. He showed me that in 10 minutes, and he's probably already showed the Charlotte Hornets that in practice.
I like your style.
I like the stat.
But I want to add this to it real quick before you go, AB. With Gelo, you know why we make it a bigger deal? Because supposedly Gelo doesn't belong in the YMCA league. Supposedly Gelo, he can't. His shooting percentage is horrible. You know, everybody wants to talk about high school when they say don't talk about high school. High school is not now. He sucks. But when they go back to his, they speak about his game. They critique him on high school. He shot 50 shots just to make 30 points or whatever they got to say. They're critiquing all those things. So when Gelo comes out and he's not just a complete trash, he's the top guy on his team, top two in the top 3. We talk about it because for 2 years straight, you know, they bashed him. So I agree with everything you're saying, but I'm letting you know why we kind of cover it more is because of all the hate.
Yeah. No, I know why y'all cover it. And it's not it. What I'm saying is, the thing is, if we were to see Gelo play like 30 minutes a game in Summer League, that would actually be a red flag because that would mean the Charlotte Hornets still don't know what they have in them. Like, so the fact that they're playing, see, Summer League is just to evaluate. Like, if they know what they have, look, they're sitting Suggs for the rest of Summer League. They're sitting Jalen Green. They're sitting those guys. Why? Because they saw very quickly, okay, we saw what we needed to see. These guys are ready to go. They're sitting for the rest of Summer League. If you're playing a lot in Summer League, it's generally because it's some big question mark that they're trying to figure out with you. Or maybe you are a top-tier pick, a number 1 pick, and they got to get you up and going. They got to get you ready. Bouknight doesn't look ready right now. He has too many bad qualities for an NBA game. He will not be able to play. So they're going to play him and play him and play him to try to get him more in-game experience, get film so they can sit down with him and start teaching him. You didn't see them running Gelo to the ground like that. Why? Because he showed them very quickly, okay, he passed, he got it. So that's why I say people start to kind of panic and say he needs to start. No, they actually saw what they needed to see. Just like my boss, Pat, over here in Phoenix, when he did his scouting report on him, he did a breakdown on him after the first game, which was 4 pages long, which was all positives. And so other teams, even the Phoenix Suns, are making scouting reports on Gelo because if Charlotte messes around and lets him walk, I guarantee you another team signs him to a 2-way contract. I promise you they will.
Man,
I promise you that.
Do you think he's going to the Hornets?
Preach. My biggest thing.
My boss, Pat Zippo, he showed me the scouting report on Gelo himself. People are watching. And if Charlotte is stupid and lets him walk, then I guarantee you he's going to be on 2-way with another team. I promise you he will be.
Hey, FYF, it's crazy you said that, man. I literally said that yesterday on live with DKM. They not starting. They are like, because they've already seen it. They've seen it. That's what I was like. They've already seen it. And they was like, where you think he gonna go? If you think he gonna go to G League, you think gonna go? I said, if he don't go to Charlotte, he gonna go somewhere else because that's why they're not playing him. Yeah, because they already know. They've been seeing it. It's like a lot of those players a lot of those people that was coming in early with the players or whatever. You know, when they say they would lie on them in the gyms, whatever. They have one person. Gelo had been there for a long time already, so they had seen everything that he can do, and now they put him on the floor after the first game. They see him get like 16 points in 16 minutes. Yeah. It's like they see it. You know what I'm saying? It's already there.
They see it in practice and they see it on the court.
And to your point, I think that when you look at how they used him in the summer league, right? When the first game he got in, they ran a play for him, the 3, he knocked it down. Like you could hear the coach telling him get to the corner, and so to me, what I was seeing was they know we want to see if we can use you the way that we'll use you in the real game, right? We don't need you to get out here, to your point, like go and dribble it up and down the court and prove that you could do all this. All we want to do is see if you get to the corner, if we kick it down there, can you knock it down, right? If we bring you off this screen, can you knock it down? And he did that, and they was like, all right, good, come over here.
See, that's the thing is, in those 3 games I watched, they drew up 4 plays for him that I could see, obviously. 4 screen plays. He hit 3 of them. Like, that's what you want to see. I mean, you give this man 4 open looks, drains 3 of them. What more can you ask? Like,
yeah. And I got something for you, FYF, man. I got a question. Hey, so what do you think about what Isaiah Thomas is doing right now? in the Drew League, you know, busting 81 points.
It's just
what you think about
look, it's a great achievement, but nobody's gonna consider, like, it's not gonna be looking at seriously because it's the Drew League. Like I said, it's not talent that's comparable to the NBA. That Drew League might not even be comparable to Summer League.
AB, you gonna have me address this, huh?
That wasn't him. That was somebody else.
You don't block this dude. I'm gonna have to go on a rant. I'm sorry, FYF, but AB playing with me in the chat.
What did he say?
I don't know. I haven't even been reading, but I guess there's some troll in the chat named I Am Groot, and woo, he hate ball facts.
Oh, my God.
But yeah, FYF, I just want to hear, you know what I'm saying, what you had to say. I mean to change up. That's something I would have called.
I think Isaiah Thomas has ruined his opportunity in the NBA because of off the court stuff. He's had too many moments that I've heard of, at least because, you know, he used to be here in Phoenix, and there's nightmare stories about him in the locker room, him getting in fights with coaches, getting in fights with trainers. He also had an issue, at least here in Phoenix. He also had an issue where baby mamas is at the practice facility fighting, and then they ended up damaging another player's car because they thought it was his. And so it's just like he has some behind the court stuff going on that's going to follow him everywhere. Same with Alonzo Trier. There's a lot of these guys who are talented, and you'd be like, why ain't they in the league? And it's just like they got some of these guys got some off the court stuff that just going to haunt them. And I think Isaiah, I think his time is up in the league. He might not get another shot, unfortunately.
I think that LA was like, some people was looking at him. You know what I'm saying? I think it was LA and Austin.
If he goes to LA, that's surprising.
Yeah.
I don't see LA doing that. That move doesn't really help them. They have plenty of scoring as it is.
They tried Isaiah Thomas in Cleveland with LeBron.
Yeah, and it did not work.
And LeBron hated him.
Yeah, it's just like I don't see it. I don't see them doing it. Like, it's a good story though, because he was crying after he dropped it. It's a good story, but it's not. If you're GM, you're gonna have to be like, sorry guys, we got to pass the buck on this one.
I think you go overseas, or you get into something else over here. Going to some different content.
It's hard. I can't feel sorry for him because he can go make millions in China right now. Yeah. He can go make millions anywhere he wants in the world. He just won't be in the league. So I can't feel sorry for somebody who can go make millions somewhere else if you just swallow your pride.
He could make millions just running camps, man. He could stay here, still be involved in everything, and just run camps and make millions.
No, he already has camps. I know he has camps already, but
he got a whole day and all that stuff he do.
So
I will say though, if you can score 80 points and do all of that stuff, you're a hooper. So you will play somewhere.
There's no question that he's a hooper, but can you defend? And look at the NBA. Everybody's getting taller. LaMelo Ball, point guard, 6'6". You know what I mean? Like,
hold up. Yeah. Let me ask y'all a question. See, here, this is the kicker question. Right now, based on the roles that they will be given, if the Lakers had an opportunity to sign Gelo or Isaiah Thomas, who do you think the Lakers would sign? Because I say they would sign Gelo because he has better NBA tendencies right now. He's not a high volume shooter. He can make shots coming right off the bench. He don't need no warm ups, right? He can defend his position, unlike Isaiah Thomas, right? The biggest attribute that Pat wrote down about him is that he's extremely active in broken plays. So when the play breaks down, he's always in the mix. He's always getting a hand on the ball. He's always keeping the ball alive. Look at some of the stuff he does just to keep plays alive. And so I think he's more valuable than an IT. This is why I say IT, his time might be up because the pros don't outweigh the cons for him.
I'm taking Gelo as well.
Yeah, that's
bigger,
stronger, score probably as well. Like,
you know what I'm saying? That was probably that Isaiah Thomas was kind of having too. You know what I'm saying? With authority, you know. So Gelo just straight up teachable in any way. It's like when I tell him to do something, he on it. It's like we got to get him into running NBA plays. You know what I'm saying? But when he get it, he got it. So I'm with you. I'll take Gelo over there. Then Gelo longevity too. He 20 wait, 21, 22, somewhere around there. No,
22.
He's 22.
Yeah.
Yeah. Still young, man. A lot of people's like, now he not gonna make it. He not gonna make it. When he was 19, I'm like, you gotta think about it. If he's 23, that's still pretty young. You know what I'm saying? To get a shot at the NBA.
Y'all see Jay Banks with that dumb comment. Jay Banks is tripping, man.
Yeah.
Sometimes you gotta ignore that. This is the thing about AB. He love these comments.
I be inviting them people in. You drop the link to them people. You get them to come in. That's what you.
Yeah, no, don't nobody think that. You know what I'm saying?
Somebody out there, folks out. Somebody think it.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure LeVar would take them.
It's entertainment. It's a business. I like this take from Studio Bajas because you have to know that at the end of the day, some of these owners and stuff, they're not even watching basketball. It's a business investment. They own the team. They care about the bottom line and the money. Point blank, period. Now, if you have a guy that's good for the locker room, good on the court, good for ticket sales and jersey sales, like you're gonna have to start making up reasons why not to take him, and which people are doing. They're talking about his handle isn't good enough, and he's not quick enough on this and that. Everybody's not going to be good at everything, and you don't want everybody to think they're the best at everything, because then the team is not going to have any cohesiveness, and now everybody want to be a star, and it's going to fall apart. And we've seen teams like that. That's why you'll see KD move around. If things ain't gelling, people will leave. Take Gelo in any locker room, it's going to be just easy.
Yeah.
Now, Big J, it is about ball. Big J said it's not just about b-ball anymore. It's marketing. It's still about a lot of basketball. I mean, you still got to be able to hoop. I ain't gonna lie. You got to be able to hoop. The marketing helps though.
Yeah, it does. And I hate when people call NBA players slow. You know what I'm saying? They suck. Like, you got to think about it. The last person on the bench will swerve you on the basketball court, on the playground. You know what I'm saying? These are professionals. Like, some are a little better than others, but these people, I don't think they just everybody just straight up stink. No, you made it to the league, the best league as far as playing basketball. I don't think nobody suck on the floor. I just think some people have bad games. Some people probably just need to work on their shooting more that you got high expectations for. But I don't think nobody suck. You know what I'm saying?
I still love that.
He said he got smoked for FYF.
Who was it? Brian Scalibrini that at 40 years old went out there and beat all the D1 athletes and everything. Yeah. And that dude was a joke in the NBA, and he was just playing on people.
I just seen that the other day. That was kind of crazy. He had was like, yo, I'm trash in the NBA, but I'm better than you. And then just had an open gym where he went one-on-one with like 40 people.
With like
and it was like
athletes and just walking over them. Like,
the final score was like 37-3 or something like that. Yeah. He had outscored everybody.
Where the names at, AB? We can see who is who.
Let me see.
Hey,
whenever I pull the thing down, it'll go.
If y'all can hear me, man, I'm going to have to probably come back in because I can barely hear y'all. So I'm going to have to go back out and come back in.
Okay, right, we hear you good. I just wanted to see if Jay was in here. I see you let a couple people in. I didn't know who was who.
No, J-Bay's running from the smoke.
Called him J-Bay.
Nah, J-Bay, come on, man. Nah.
Come on, J-Bay. Hell yeah, I can hear y'all now. I'm good. Hey, shout out to y'all on the panel, man. All of y'all, man. Legendary panel right here. So happy to be on with y'all fellas, man.
Appreciate it.
Good to have you here, man.
Life Adventures say I love Pope. Nah, man, I appreciate you. Life Adventures.
Oh, okay, bro. Appreciate it, man. Okay, that's what's up.
You got a channel, Pope?
Yes, sir. The Pope Beef Frank.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yes, sir.
I see you got Kobe. I see you got Kobe as your icon. What you be talking about on your channel?
I talk about definitely the Ball family because I'm a big Ball family fan myself. Been following them since day one. I talk about life in general, and just started. I'm getting more content as I, you know what I mean. So, but I'm definitely in tune with this ball family business. AB and Ball Facts, y'all was the first two guys I was listening to get my Ball family content. and love you dudes, man, straight up. So keep doing what y'all be doing, man. Y'all inspirational out here in these streets, man.
Yes, baby.
Straight up, no, straight up. Now the Pope, he been on. I feel like you've been on the last couple live streams, man, holding it down. So
I'm gonna have to check you
know what I'm
out.
saying? Yeah, he always come with them that good information for sure.
Yeah.
Right on.
Yeah.
Yeah, appreciate it. Yes, yeah, I was talking about some Isaiah Thomas and whatnot.
Yeah, Isaiah Thomas trying to get back into the league. I think FYF brought up the point of who would you rather have on your team right now, Gelo or an Isaiah Thomas?
Oh yeah, that's a no-brainer. Yeah, that's Leangelo.
And I respect Isaiah Thomas, but when I seen the video of him crying, I felt more sorry for him than I felt like inspiration. You know what I mean? Because he already made it to NBA. He already made millions of dollars. He can go hoop somewhere else. And I'm like, that's cool, but it didn't move me to be like, man, let this guy in the league. Did it move any of y'all that to think like let him in the league?
It was more like watching someone that like a friend that's been beaten down.
Yeah,
like, that friend that's always had his dream, and every time he gets his chance, he just gets beaten out of his hands.
You talking about like Nate Robinson?
That. Yeah.
No, I need to stop. I'm kidding.
Can't take all of his chances.
I mean,
he throws them all away on his own.
He had his time and his shine, man, and he need to go ahead and take whatever opportunity that's awarded to him if it's overseas, if you really want to hoop. Yeah, because the NBA, they going in a different direction. Like I heard one of y'all say, I think it was Ball Facts here, you said, the league getting taller with the guards, 6'6", you got Melo, Lonzo, 6'6", Dinwiddie now, man, these dudes are tall, so.
I mean, look, imagine Isaiah Thomas. Like, I love the videos of IT being guarded by Ben Simmons. Like, that is just funny. Like, that is just like watching your older brother play against your 2-year-old brother. It's like, all right, man, just go sit down.
Yeah, you're going to have to be shooting like Seth Curry, shooting like Trae Young, which he ain't on Steph Curry's level. But, like, to be shorter in the league, you're going to have range and some accuracy. And that's just is what it is, or you ain't going to be let in.
And you're going
to you got to be a pit bull, man. Like, remember Muggsy Bogues? I don't know if, I know some of y'all under.
Tyrone?
He was a pit bull.
Yeah, we know Tyrone.
Yeah, and you need that small man syndrome when you that small in the NBA. Like, you need that.
I actually think Bogues would be even better in today's league. Imagine all these big players that like to dribble sloppy and his little ass just stealing it all the time. It would be fucking hilarious.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie. I seen Isaiah score that 81. I was like, I believe he still can. I believe he can go, but I don't know if they'll give him a chance. But I believe he can still go.
But for her, put it this way though, he can go if you send him to the Detroit Pistons, last year. You know what I mean? Like, he got to be on a nobody team because if you put him with some guys that play, they're going to get tired of him real fast. Yeah, he can drop 80 points, but he going to have to take all the shots and play no defense and lose the game. You put him on a contender and it's going to be horrible.
Yeah, right. It's like this, right? When you talked about Muggsy Bogues, right? He said Muggsy Bogues will work today because he'd be stealing the ball from a bunch of, you know what I mean? So he got a defensive care. That's the first thing you think of when you hear Isaiah. I'm just saying, Muggsy Bogues is small as hell. So I'm not saying that it will work out for him at all. But I'm saying that your thought process of him is different than what it be from IT. IT is a dude, like Ballfax saying, you got to give him the ball, move out the way, and let him go to work. And if IT is the best player on your team at this point, then you in trouble. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know if IT crying on the ground and all of that stuff, regardless of it, is ready to be the third, fourth player on your squad. And if he coming off the bench and he ain't played in the first 10 minutes of the game, can he still cook? I don't know if he could do that.
Him was crying? What he was crying for?
When he dropped 81 or
He was
He
crying.
dropped 81 points, and then he said,
Yeah.
"Man, they can't keep denying me. They gotta see me."
Was
Something
it
like
like a
that.
summer league? It was in a rec league, right?
Like
Oh
a Drew
my
thing.
Something like
God.
that.
Was it the
See,
Drew or
that's-
was it something else?
Something else, but it was like
Something else.
It was something like his.
Okay, but
his
see,
best
what I
teammate
say here,
was a
okay, that
D1
81,
player.
because I'm not gonna sneeze on 81. I mean, a lot of cats couldn't hit 81 if they was in the gym by themselves. But he's the type of player, he's the type of shooter, especially if he open, he can hit that thing, man. Like he can shoot the ball. So in the pro am league, ain't nobody playing that type of defense. They having fun. They self he hitting all kind of shots. He was feeling himself. But
People
he
ain't trying to
need
get crossed and get
Yeah.
embarrassed, all that.
Yep.
And they probably cheering him on. You see him going on, you like, woo, okay, RT, keep shoot it again.
Yeah, get another
You know what I'm
shot.
saying?
Like, Kobe at the end. You're
Yeah.
like,
You
man, just
You got
go
the other
ahead,
team
bro.
passing it to his ass.
Yeah.
Like, get that on,
Yeah,
get that
right.
Come on.
to see if he just gonna hit another one. Like, is he gonna hit another?
on. Oh shit, hit that three. Do that again. Man.
Yeah.
You know, guys, something I was. Oh, go ahead, AB.
I was gonna say this. In the stream a while back, I talked about Gelo in a game where we were somewhere over in Europe, and he scored like 65 or 70. And I was saying, for in most cases, like this IT thing, we like, oh yeah, IT, whatever, you score 81, it didn't matter anyway. But the difference was, if he hadn't scored 60, we would have lost by 20. You know what I'm saying? Like in a game, if he don't go off for 60 tonight, then you're gonna lose. That's another level of a score. You know what I mean? And I don't think that this IT 81 was. If IT don't give us 81 tonight, we're gonna lose. You know what I'm saying? This is like IT trying to make a statement. Let us get it. Let him shoot it a bit. You know what I mean? And we'll play the background.
That's another thing I want to say. Like, you talked about Gelo scoring like that. I think the NBA, they believe some of what LeVar says about you get his boys together. The game gonna go faster than you ever thought. But I think the people at the top are not sure they want that, are not sure they want the game to go that way. But it's like that's where it's headed. So why not? Everything is always getting faster, it's getting sped up. But I think they get the NBA, the people are getting to the point like, you know what? Like, okay, we'll let it get there, but they don't want no 150 points in the game.
Right.
But I thought that's why the NBA got softer on the fouls and stuff, because they wanted higher scoring in the games.
Yeah, but they still want defense.
Yeah, and they've come, like, if you look at the rule changes now, they've come to find out, like, TV wise and stuff, people don't like flopping. Like,
Yeah.
People watch Harden do his thing, and they're just like, "What are you doing, man?" Like, come on.
I don't like it, man.
Like, there's times where, I mean, Harden is literally one of the top 5 players in the world, but then he just does some shit, and you're just like, "Man, why are you being so soft?" Like, come on.
Yeah, I mean, because
you just played your game, you'd be a GOAT. Like, you'd be in the GOAT debate, but you don't just play your game. You want to go ahead and make everyone think that you're even better, so you just look like a clown.
yeah, like me personally, it's almost hard for me to watch basketball. You know what I'm saying? Like, and this is a game, this is a sport I love, but it's like they complained about fouls and stuff in the 90s for sure. Yeah, everybody has. But it's like now, every time somebody run down the floor and they miss a shot, it's like, you didn't see that? Like,
I hate that.
every time. And it's like, that's why people, when they talk about 90s basketball, they talk about 80s and the 2000s and all that kind of stuff. It's like I'm stuck in the 90s. Because I, like, in 89, when I was watching basketball, 88, when I was watching basketball, I was like, I'm looking at Jordan, I'm looking at Magic, I'm looking at, you know what I'm saying? I'm looking at the greats do it. And then I'm looking at the guys now, they're like crazy athletic though. They're like crazy better athletic. Like they keep better in their body than Michael Jordan, smoking cigars at halftime. You know what I'm saying? And things like that. It's like they're more athletic, but the game is softer. So if somebody passes somebody a record, they supposed to. It's a different game. You know what I'm saying? And
made to be like that.
Yeah,
It's also more technical right now, right? when I played college ball, and now if you're going to be a D1 player, you probably had a trainer since you was in middle school. You know what I'm saying? I learned my skills just at the park. You know what I mean? Now these kids, they going to every Saturday after school and all that stuff. They doing all that stuff. So the game is a little bit more technical. I will say that I hate it. I hate when I go back and watch the bad boy Pistons and they just slapping people and you know what I mean and acting like that was defense. To me, it's such a that's a cop out. That style of like defense where I ain't really got to block your shot. I just got to take your head off, and they might not call it. You know what I mean? And now I'm a great defender. I appreciate this style of hoops today where you know what I'm saying. If you go up, I got to pin that thing on what Giannis did the other day, where he defended the ball and then blocked the lob. You know what I'm saying? Back in the day, he would have defended the ball, hand checked, the ball would have dropped out, somebody would have tossed it up, and he would have elbowed the dude in the chest, and they'd have been like, wow, look at his defense.
No, see, that's the thing. It's the they called that stuff. They did not call everything. They called stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? You had to be really reckless and out there, you know what I'm saying, to be getting away with stuff like that. Like, they ain't let you get away with it. You still got the call a lot of times. But the playoffs, though, like the playoffs and the finals, man, like I said, that's how I play basketball. That's how I play basketball in junior high. Not the fighting and all that kind of stuff, but we played, you know what I'm saying, your hand on, you know what I'm saying, the back. You know, you probably smack the hand down when they come at you. You know what I'm saying? It's like didn't nobody take it as fighting. It was just like the game of basketball. But it's like now, it's like if somebody wave at you, you flop. And I'm like, hey, you trying to steal the now you got the foul. You didn't even touch them. Like if you jump at the same time they jump, they call a foul.
Yeah. See, let me give a shout out to my man Kwaku Valentino. Gelo has good handles. Him not being able to dribble is a false narrative. I feel like his potential is being limited. I dig that.
Right. I'm going to say something pretty technical, but like when you look at ball handlers, one thing you're going to notice is a lot of them are very thin and very small.
Pause.
They're quick, they're agile, and they're able to do a lot. The difference between Gelo and that might only be 10% on an NBA level, but on an NBA court, that 10% is enough to make him from on your street court, he would be a god tier ball handler. But in the NBA, he's just a little bit above average, probably. So, like, he doesn't have the Kawhi, or not the Kawhi Leonard, God, not Kawhi, he doesn't have moves, but he doesn't have the Kyrie Irving moves where he's going to be on one knee spinning around and then go in for a layup. That's not his game. Like, he might have the between the legs, big step backs and everything, but he's not that little thin guy that's super agile to be in there dancing around on people.
Yeah, he's straight solid now. Because at first he used to be kind of strong. It's like he's solid now. Like, right. You could tell he been working on it. A lot of people say, we ain't seen him play in 3 years. We ain't seen him. I'm like, but look at his body. You can tell he been doing something.
Yep.
I want to see him on the post. I want to see him do, because like there was that one where he had the ball and where they could have passed him on the inside, but they didn't. I would have loved to see him he's only 6'5", but he's just as big as all the centers out there. That man could probably get low, back down a center, and literally put that center on his ass and then just put a layup in. Like, it is hard when you're a 7-footer. It is hard to guard someone that's 6'5" on the post. They get under you, they lift you up, and they put you on your ass. Like, you're sitting there going, "Fuck."
Unless you small like KD and athletic.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm talking if you're a strong big and that's a strong little big, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's a hard matchup.
It's hard, though. You got the Aitons and what's the boy in Miami?
Bam.
Bam Adebayo. You know what I mean? Like, the game is shifting a bit. Yeah.
But that's like how Bam gets his work. He's smaller than everyone, but he's just as strong. So he gets that leverage and just moves them around.
It's hard. I think that's one of the areas where like I could tell that the Hornets organization are not really trying to like I believe that they believe he a shooter, but they don't believe that that's his spot. You know what I'm saying? Even when they talk about him like definitive, oh, he a small forward. You know what I mean? Like no power, no center. Like yo, he a small forward. He a 3. That's where you're gonna play at. And so I think that it would be interesting for sure to see where his post moves stacked up in the league. And I think that if you can get him in a situation where what will benefit him is if he gets on the court, he gonna be a shooter, right? And he gonna be somebody who gonna potentially stand in the corner or stand somewhere and for the most part get the ball that way. What will be a blessing for him though is a lot of times they put the worst defender on that guy. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
And the worst defender is oftentimes a guard or somebody, you know what I mean? Somebody who can't do that.
Can push around or move
exactly.
around.
And that's going to be where, okay, now we got a mismatch. Maybe let me get my stuff off in the post.
But see, that's like one thing they've been talking a lot about too, even though they say he's a small forward, is they are way big on his offensive rebounding and his putbacks. And I mean, that's to a sense, you're saying post game. Like if you work on your post game and you're working on your box outs and pushing people around, that's all plays into offensive rebounding.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, where we might not see him getting passed in, we might see him a lot where LaMelo throws up a 3, he happens to be right under the basket and he pushes somebody that's a 7-footer out, and you're like, how the hell did he do that?
Yeah.
Yeah, and like I said, you can easily see him you can easily see him as a shooting guard. To me, he's a shooting guard. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, small forward shooting guard. Yeah,
because
I think where they put him at the small forward is like the thing that everybody been talking about, the handle. I think that the handle is where they feel like he might not have the handle of an NBA level shooting guard.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's why you put him at you say he a 3, even though I believe that he could play the shooting guard too.
Yeah, I mean you gotta think he 5'6", so small forward ain't bad for their position. I mean you gotta look at somebody like Charles Barkley. You know, almost all my basketball cards say he was 6'6". You know what I'm saying? But he comes out and says like I'm 6'4". You know what I'm saying? You gotta think about that guy with all that defense, all those rebounds, all that fighting, him going 1-on-1 with Shaq and with Akeem and with the Admiral as a smaller guy. Like it's like I seen it when I was watching basketball that he was like exceptionally smaller than them. But it's like I'm looking at my cards and they say 6'6", and I'm like, this dude cannot be 6'6".
This dude's a pit bull, man.
And then, but he just knew his position, man. Like he played his position, man. Like. And I can see Gelo, man. Gelo can play the point. He can play the shoot or the small. You know what I'm saying? I believe that he good in all 3 positions. So whoever get him, know they're gonna get him for a good price. And I hope they utilize him, man. They get him for a good price.
And one thing that really will play into LaMelo's game is the game's changed a lot. Like Charles Barkley's days, you would have Shaq. He'd catch a rebound, he'd keep it over his head and just dunk it. Now you can really see it in the coaching style. Like I love watching Kai Jones because you can really see this flaw where a lot of people now, they're so wrapped up in ball handling, getting fakes and getting fouled. You'll have a 7-footer catch an offensive rebound and then dribble it. Like literally he'll put the ball on the floor and it's like, what the fuck are you doing, man?
Yeah.
But that's their mindset now is I got to look to kick to the 3. I got to put the ball on the floor to get a little bit of space and get that foul. They're not going straight back up. So if you have someone like LaMelo who's 6'5" and they're a 7-footer bringing the ball 3 times past, like right there, he has 3 open chances to just grab that ball right out of their hands. All he has to do is want it more. And you saw that last year a lot with LaMelo, where LaMelo would just grab the ball right out of someone that's 7 foot's hands and be like, "Nah, man, that's mine."
Yeah. Yeah, the game has changed, man, and it's like the newer guys that's coming in. It's like even not coming out of college, you kind of got to get used to this softer player basketball, and I think that's why a lot of them have problems getting into the NBA. You know what I'm saying? Coming in, because in the college they still kind of get a little rough and they still kind of not on their whistle it's hard. But you get to college, or you get in the NBA with all these rules because they got the thing is these owners. When I say owners, I kind of hate that, but these owners got investments. These players are investments. They are playing them the top money that basketball players are ever being paid. You know what I'm saying? It's like, so you gotta be, hey, y'all gotta call it. You know what I'm saying? like with Zoe, that's an $85 million investment right there. Y'all gotta call it. We need him, Bron. That's Kawhi. That's 100. What he get like 160 something thousand? Like that's an investment, man. Y'all gotta call though. So it's like I get it, but man, it's really changed the game of basketball, and all the records are meant to be broken. All of these records from the 90s are going to be broken because the game is gonna change.
Players are gonna get better. They're gonna figure out more, and the game's gonna evolve. Like records are meant to be broken, but they're broken in context. So it's like it's gonna be crazy the day when someone breaks Wilt's 100-point game. You know what I mean? But I can guarantee you, in 50 years, that's not gonna say Wilt Chamberlain at the top of that list. I don't know when it's gonna happen, but someday it will.
No, that's a fact. I mean. And you know what's even funnier is I was thinking about this where Shaq and Giannis get compared to each other, like in dominance. You know what I'm saying? They compare Shaq's stat line to Giannis's stat line, and like on the box score it looks the same, but like the way they play the game just feel like two completely different guys. You know what I'm saying? So like the person who get Wilt's is probably going to do it in a way that he didn't, you know what I mean? Way different. You know what I mean? Body type, all of that stuff just going to be,
They'll probably be shooting 5-point shots from half court and making 100 points that way. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Some crazy, yeah. Yeah, they was actually talking about that last year. Like, this is a real discussion.
The owners association voted 42% to 58% against having 4-point shots last year.
I'm not with it.
They was
and there's another vote this year, so
them folks dead serious about their 4-point line, man. Like that's like
it's already in most NBA training facilities. All but like 5 teams have the 4-point line in their training facility. So
I'm not a fan. I'm not ready for that. They need to do that when I get a little older and I don't even care about the game like that no more.
My favorite proposal was the 4-point bubbles, where instead of having the 4-point line, like those corners, you know, where you normally call a timeout, that corner all the way out at like 38 feet was 4 points.
It's like playing M's, man. It's not like, to me, it's not technical anymore. It's like when you or playing against the Globetrotters. You know what I'm saying? It's changing the game. It's like I hate that records are being broken now. Like I was on a wrestling podcast last night, you know, and I was talking wrestling. I'm like, it's a totally different game. You know what I'm saying? Now you got Charlotte Flair because they got 2 women belts. They got one belt at Raw, one belt at SmackDown. Now she like the 15th or 16th champion because she hold the belt in 2 different places. Now, who gonna beat that? Like it's a woman belt in all 3 places. So if the women get it 5 times over here, 5 times over here, that means she a 10-time champion. Like I believe that stuff is gonna start happening. Like,
I got you.
Yeah, because like I ain't changing subject, but this what it seems like. Like John Cena, he got the belt so many times from like the end of the Attitude Era to now that he matches Ric Flair with 16 championships. No, Ric Flair got that when it was 1 championship on like 3 wrestling promotions. You know what I'm saying? For years, now somebody new come in and get it 16 times like that. You know, and I hate to get like that.
I mean, that's kind of where you go. Records are in context. Like, there's always context to what happened in an event. Like, you're always gonna have the Mickey Mouse ring. Like, it doesn't matter if it was a harder or an easier one. I mean, damn thing was at Disney World. It's gonna be the Mickey Mouse ring. I hate to tell you, LeBron.
Well, I heard that bubble situation was real hard. When I listened to the players, they say that was like the hardest season.
So I live down here. I'm like major Disney head. I'm disabled, so I like it's one of the few places I can enjoy with my family, you know.
Yeah.
And friggin' like talking to all the bus drivers and stuff. Because when I was down there for a while, and they were talking about how all the players like there was players who in the morning would just be breaking down crying because they hadn't seen their kids.
Yeah.
Like they would be like, yeah, they'd come on the bus and you'd see them FaceTime and their kid would be like, Daddy, I really miss you. When am I gonna see you? And the dudes just like full on grown men just bawling their eyes out. And it's like that ain't easy. Whatever you want to say about like, oh, they pulled everyone out, no, everyone got to rest and then play. It's like, yeah, but that's not basketball. These people got families, they got lives, they got to take care of themselves, they got to keep their bodies up, like. And these people were literally they were working out in a hotel room. Like, you had like just watch JaVale McGee's videos of him literally doing jumping jacks in a hotel room to keep active, and it's like that's the extent these people were doing just to keep their mind off things.
Yeah.
Yeah. They took out the bed. They took out
their beds.
One bed and put the exercise equipment where you put your exercise stuff the bed was it.
That's all they did was they took out the beds and just were like, there's your medical facility. Have fun, man.
Yeah. AB, man, for a while, bro.
Huh?
I said you've been on here for a while, I see.
I know, yeah. We about 2 hours. I'm trying to control this spam. Hold on, man. I got Ashley Just Souls. I'm finna make you a mod in here. Shout out to my guy God of Blackness, man. My bad, AB. On the off ramp in Alabama, gotta keep the truck powered.
Hey man, you
gotta keep it running.
I was gonna ask him because he was down there. He didn't say I was gonna ask him. I was like, yo, what's up with you, man? What you got on it? So, as far as Gelo though, conversation on DKM channel last night was like, do you think he gonna play tomorrow? Like, to me, Gelo don't have to play no more because he's been on the facility for months now. You know, they know what he can do. You know, I think they probably not playing him that much. Like I said, they know what he can do, and they probably don't want to get hurt. They probably really want some team probably want to utilize him, and they've already got in touch. Like, you know, if he healthy, we got you. We'll take that away from you. You know what I'm saying? So,
I think they're looking at him going, you're gonna play. You're gonna be like best case for him. No matter what, he's gonna be off the bench at Charlotte. So why not run him in summer league? See what he does off the bench. Players around him are icing him. I mean, that honestly might be a good thing because he's probably going to experience that like LaMelo did last year on whenever he gets in the actual league. And if he can still put up, like he's still being the most efficient player on the court, like what's the argument? The dude's not getting he's not getting played through. He's not the star player on the team, yet he's the star on the team. Like, what do you want to argue about?
Yeah, like I said, I'm with you on that, but I think it's some money behind him somewhere. I think somebody probably saying, "Hey, yo, if he good, if he don't get hurt, you got him." And I want to bring this up too.
How many G3s did he sell? 1,200 or something right now?
I don't know, but I got it on the way. So
no, I'm telling him. I'm saying that's more than most. Like, how many? What was it? Nike signature athletes on average sell like 500 or 600 shoes for the like non-signature people. So I mean, he right there is selling more shoes than a normal. Normal basketball pickup, you know.
Look, you know what's crazy though is if you ain't got your G3s, you need to go ahead and get them now.
They need to make some bigger sizes.
He might mess around and be a collector's item here in a little bit.
Tell LeVar give me that 18, and I'll ask him about it. Once he starts making some 18s.
Oh wow.
Yeah, that's the problem.
Okay, I got you. Yeah. 18.
You say he needs 18s, golly. Let me see, my man. Trina Trinidad Guyana.
I went to Puma today.
Did I say that right? Sorry.
Got some of those Fly Moderns for $20 because nobody in the world can wear a size 18.
Yeah. That's a gift and a curse. I'm off now. Gelo gonna be on a 2-way, and Mitch damn near confirmed it. I'm with it.
Do they have a 2-way left?
They did not, but they'll have to get rid of one of these other dudes to do that.
Because from what it looked like, they were holding the cap for like rookie minimum. So it looked like they were just looking to sign him for a rookie minimum and then probably just play him as a just assign him to the G League because they can assign him for like 30 games or something.
Yeah, however it works.
Yeah. Let me give it my dog. Boy, it's a name right here. Kawaku Valentino. Hey, I have been doing the live streams during the day and then the ones at night. And I'm telling you, boy, at night I be getting out here getting tired. The day streams is I be up and be ready to roll. These night streams be kicking me, boy. Good Lord, my eyes barely stay open. But I can barely read that. Kawaku Valentino. No, let me stop. All right, so Corver, Clay, even Reddick at most take 2 dribbles, and I think because of that, Gelo is already valuable and could be why they are hiding him. That's a fact of Mundo. Remember the one game where Klay Thompson scored like 50 or 60 with off 6 dribbles or something like that?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so I mean that's a fact.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I ain't gonna lie, man. If you just listen, if you throw the ball over there, man, do the shooting.
Duncan Robinson was the 3rd worst defender in the NBA and just got an $84 million 4-year contract for 3-point shooting. Don't tell me Gelo can't do that same shit. If you can shoot, they are going to pay you.
Yeah. And speaking of Clay is something different now. He's only been since he been gone. Like he said on what's that? He was like, I bet anybody any kind of money in the 3-point contest.
Dude,
I tell anybody. That's how confident dude is right now. I was like, man, them Splash Brothers be from serious next year.
Yeah.
All they need is 2 people down there to rebound. They don't need nobody else to score.
I'll go down there and get some boards for him.
I'll do it. I'm 5'6".
I want to see James Wiseman actually try. They're pushing everyone out of the 5'6".
Duncan Robinson has no dribble package. LOL.
He got 1 dribble package. That's up and down.
This is they tried to break it down phonetically. That would make it even harder. That's even
Kawaku.
That's why. Kawaku. Yep. Kawaku. My bad, man. My bad.
Hey, you did better than I would have, man.
Yeah.
I got that Asian wife. It's okay.
Yeah, I would have all wrong.
Yeah. So my man Rito Reacts have been saying this about the business of having Gelo on the squad plus the play, and I think that's something that gets overlooked a lot of times. Until a while back, before the Hornets even drafted Melo, you had Michael Jordan talk about the burden of being in a small market and not being able to attract a mainstream player. Or like even if you draft, what do they call them? Not mainstream. What's the word? You know what I'm talking about? Like a marquee player, a star player, superstar. Somebody who wants to generate ticket sales and jersey sales and all of that stuff. So you might be able to draft one, but then how hard it is to keep one into your market. You know what I'm saying? And in that conversation alone from Jordan, for a lot of people, said Jordan understands that this is also a business. You know what I'm saying? Kemba Walker was dope in Charlotte. People like him there. But Kemba Walker wasn't selling tickets. You know what I'm saying? Kemba Walker wasn't putting butts in the seats. People wasn't going out to get the Kemba Walker jersey. And
everyone just watching him miss that 3 and do that shoulder shake. And that's everyone remember that.
Facts. And that's not the thing you want to be remembered for. You know what I'm saying? So we all know if Gelo signed to the squad and I go check the website and they got the G3 jersey up there, I'm copping
He's
it.
grabbing it.
Yeah, man. I
kind of want the 8-ball in the pocket, man. Like that's all I see is just that's Gelo 8-ball in the pocket, man.
Yeah,
Give
8-ball corner pocket.
Just give that 8-ball in the corner pocket, man.
Yeah,
I kind of like it.
Where did I see something? I forgot who had the interview. I think it was Flight Sports or whatever, and he had LeVar. It was either Flight or I think it was Flight, and LeVar was talking about, and I didn't know this. He was like, Gelo finally back in that number 8, and like the narrative has always been like Melo 1, Zoe 2, Gelo 3, but he was saying that Gelo has actually always wanted to wear number 8, but you couldn't do it. So he just took the 3 just as a like, I can't have my real number, so but 8 is his actual number.
Yeah.
Hey, it's easy to change a G3 into a G8.
Yeah.
Like,
it damn near looked the same. Yeah.
Yeah, you go ahead, you just go to a tattoo artist, be like, yeah, give me one more line on that one, please.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I think he too embraced with the G3 now. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know the way LeVar was hyped. Did you see this interview I'm talking about?
I know he wore 8 ball fake video when he was showing they was showing like the old videos of him playing basketball. He wore number 8 before he wore the 3.
Oh yeah,
high school, right?
It was in Ball Facts. All right. So then 8-ball is fire. And so that's what I'm saying. So I wouldn't be surprised. I think that we think he might be embracing that 8 or that 3, but maybe the dog might feel at home in the 8.
Now, my only thing is the man's got G3 tattooed on him, 8 times, 9 times at least. That's like a lot of ink to get fixed.
But you could just it's only, I bet you, if you look at it now and you say, damn, and imagine that it's an 8 instead of a 3, you'll be like, oh, that's an 8. You only see the
line. Go into the tattoo artist, hey man, I need one more line. Just clean that up.
He gonna have to erase a line because he got it blacked out.
Oh yeah, he does, doesn't he?
Yeah, he gotta have to erase a line. I don't know how you gonna do that with it. But I had this story, man.
There's some crazy shit they can do.
Yeah, I heard this story before we get off, man, because I don't know how long AB's gonna go on.
Yeah, no, we finna shut it down here in a little bit.
Okay, cool. I want to say this real quick. I heard something yesterday morning that Melo was kind of upset with Lonzo. It's like they already had something worked out for him to go to Hornets. That's why they traded Graham to the Pelicans, so he could come over there, and he went off the line and went to the Bulls. They said LeVar and told LeVar was telling him, like, you gonna go get the money, go get the money. So I think when Melo put that post up on Instagram, that he was upset. You know what I'm saying? That he was upset with LeVar and Zoe, because they set it up for Graham to go to the Pelicans and Zoe to come to the Hornets. That's what
I heard.
What post was up?
Was supposed to do that too.
He Melo put up a post and said, "Well, he said it was something like, 'What's up, bro?' with the hands like this." He put it up once they came out that Zoe was going to the Bulls. He put it in his Instagram story.
I mean, wow. I've been hearing rumors that the investigation into the Bulls is probably going to end up with the contract getting nullified anyways. So
yeah, see, that's what I'm saying.
He would still be able to jump in, you know. So honestly, he might do the same thing that happened with Chris Paul, and he might be like, "All right, we're going to get this trade package. We got Devante Graham out of here. Oh wait, yep, that trade doesn't work out. So I'm just free signing to the Hornets anyways."
Yeah, see. That's what they said. They were saying that Zoe went rogue. They was like he went rogue, and him and LeVar kind of decided on the Bulls. You know what I'm saying? Because it was more money up there. Yeah, I don't know how true it is. It's just, you know what I'm saying? But
that's interesting.
Looks like Gelo just needs like good 2 inches of line work, and he can make that an 8.
Yeah, that's easy 8.
That's an easy 8.
I knew it was blacked out. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, he can easily make that an 8.
Bam, connect that right there, G8. Solid.
And then you know, Big Baller Brand, part owner of G3. So if he leaving Big Baller Brand, change number to 8. Y'all think he gonna leave?
Big Baller Brand?
Yeah.
Nah, I don't see that happening. Well,
honestly, what I think is going to end up happening is you're going to see Big Baller Brand kind of become like the family brand. And if he does get an opportunity, I think the most likely one's Jordan Brand. Kid's been wearing Jordans lately in the games for Charlotte and everything. Like, it kind of makes sense, you know. Why wouldn't Jordan in-house player just sign him? You know what I mean? But what you might end up seeing is like collaborations down the line and stuff like that. Because even what you saw was like LeVar is huge into like supporting black business, keeping it here at home. You know what I mean? And truthfully, Jordan has all the technology that they could want. If they got it to where they worked out where it's like, hey, we're going to do this crazy signature shoe. We're going to use your tech, make it in America, make it all black family owned, all made in America. We're going to market it that way. I could see something like that coming out. Like, that would be a cool specialty thing.
Big Baller independent, man. I can't see Big Baller. Yeah, I can't see him like going in with nobody like that. They got to be on.
He would be in the driver's seat if it did happen. That's the only way I could see it happen is like, I'm coming in, we're gonna do this as like a 50-50 partnership. Like Nike's gonna recognize me as your equal or better. You know what I mean?
Jordan don't even get that from Nike. Jordan still give like 30%.
True.
You still know he got his own brand. It's still owned by Nike. Like Nike, he just started getting what he now for the last 10 years. Like he was getting 15% of his shoes to what 2000, like 2009, 2010, something like that.
That's the part that make me say I don't know about the Jordan thing is
I don't know.
Nike got to sign off on it anyway. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And I don't know if they signing off on it. They ain't bro. We ain't doing that one.
I think I always put too much trust in Jordan Brand because it's like, you know, you think Jordan, you think strong, independent man, and then it's like, nah, he's just working under a puppet, you know. Like,
yeah, he probably back in the day, he probably had more say so in the what's going on. You know what I'm saying? Well, but now he probably
on the court, he would literally just wear things that weren't even allowed and just tell him go screw yourself.
Like, exactly. Yeah.
But now that he isn't the one wearing the shoes, you know, like
yeah, I got you, man. But this is my thing, you know, I believe that for one, he can't get signed under Jordan. It's so many players right now that are really good that don't have shoe contracts. You know what I'm saying? So I can't see Jordan saying, you know, we're gonna draft Melo in the draft, and we're not gonna sign him. We're gonna let Puma get him, even though he playing for us. But we're gonna sign his brother. That's just trying to get into the G League, you know, trying to get into the NBA. So I can't see Jordan and Nike looking at him being like, "That's our guy." You know what I'm saying? Like I just can't see that. So
my only thing would be how many of those people fighting for the G League have 2 million followers on online. Yeah. You know what I mean? How many of them have their own fashion line? How many of them, you know what I mean?
The difference though is they would probably give him a deal, but that don't mean they're gonna give him a sneaker. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a lot of random NBA players with some type of like, you ain't gotta pay for shoes. You know what I mean? We'll give you shoes for free deal and all of that stuff, but it's not obviously it's only a handful that have their own signature sneaker. I will say this: I did a video about this a while ago. I don't even remember when it was, but it was about they were talking about how Nike had cut probably half of the athletes they had on on endorsement contracts, and it was something about like they are. Whoever is the CEO or over there now was over at Amazon, and they shifting it from being a influencer driven like brand to like similar to Amazon, where it's convenience and you just want to shop with them because you know the products and shit that you're gonna get is gonna be there and all of that stuff. So they switching it up a bit, you know what I'm saying? So I don't know, man. I wouldn't be surprised though if the difference between giving Gelo a deal and like even a player who better, right? It fucking an all-star is folks not buying just anybody's shoes. You know what I'm saying? I don't know nobody who own no Donovan Mitchells. You know what I'm saying? No Spider Mitchells. You know what I mean? I've seen a few people maybe out and about with some Damian Lillards, you know what I'm saying? But who buying the Damian Lillards? You feel me?
Yeah.
The James Hardens was kind of popular for a minute. I seen folks in the Kyries, the LeBrons, but like there's some dudes out here was the what?
I got KDs and shit mostly.
Yeah, the KD. You know what I'm saying? Like them guys, people buy them, but some of these obscure sneakers. You know what I'm saying? Trae Young got a sneaker coming out.
Yeah, he has one coming out probably late next year.
I feel like a few folks, somebody they'll buy some Trae Young maybe.
Flew off the shelves, man. I tried to cop that and I was gone.
Where you tried to cop at? They sitting.
No, I wanted the one that his little brother designed. The crazy colorway.
Yeah, that was a lot of colors, man.
Those were gone.
Oh, okay. I mean, right now, say if you want some Zions, I can go to the mall right now and get you a pair. I see
blue and white ones. Yeah, they're everywhere. But no, the cool colorways, they're gone.
I see.
But this my thing. Did you see hoop video, man, of LeVar talking about
Kyrie?
Kyrie.
Yeah, yeah. I watched him. I seen that.
But that's the thing, man. Like if Gelo, I'm telling you, if Gelo get on the team and he wear those shoes in a game, they will sell. And then what how Big Baller doing it? That 60-40 contract. Ain't no basketball player getting nothing near that. Ain't no basketball player getting 40%, near 40%. Like Jordan ain't doing that. LeBron ain't doing that. 40% of your shoe sales? No.
I thought Melo was getting something crazy.
Now Melo got a lot of money up front.
No, I heard he was getting something like 35%.
Well, that's still high. They still ain't 40. Like that's extremely high. That's an unheard of number if that's true.
Yeah, because I heard from what I was hearing, he was getting $500 million or something straight up, 35% of his shoe sales, and then unlimited access to their private jet.
Bruh, that deal you just described is the greatest deal ever in the history of sneakers. I don't know about that. $500 million straight up, 30% on the back end, and then the jet anytime you want.
For 5 years. For the 5 years he gets the jet, I think. For the 5 years of the contract anytime. But yeah.
He LeBron, Jordan, and Magic Johnson in one player.
Yeah.
If he does that, and there's so many people that's close to the family, you know what I'm saying, and things like that. Like he didn't get that deal. Now he got a really good deal though, because I know about the deal that he got, but you know the deal he got was amazing. You know what I'm saying? Like I believe LeVar said, you know what, we still family. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, you my boy. I love you, man. You know I love you, man. Yeah.
Next year when I want that ping pong table, just remember what for Christmas, you know.
Yeah, because you gotta think about it, man. Like LeVar Ball is a businessman, and he would love to have all his boys a part of it, which they still a part of the family business, but LeVar is very smart. Like I don't believe that he looked at that first one. Remember, he looked at the first one. He was like, "That was a horrible deal." You know what I'm saying? But that whatever second, third, fourth, fifth time around, like it's like you had to almost hand it to Puma. Like they fought for that. You know, but it's like I know I ain't gonna lie. I wish Big Baller would still came out with those MB1s because I know I would have bought those. But I can't buy.
Okay, so I misremembered the tweet that I read. It's up to 500 million in bonuses over the 5 years.
Okay.
So he can get, if he hits sales numbers, he can get it's $100 million up front, 500 million possible in bonuses.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, that's pretty.
That's
pretty
a
much
big contract.
He got an awesome shoe contract. That's not nothing to be denied at all. But it wasn't what you said, you know. But
yeah, what I said at first was crazy, but
that was next level.
That if that was it, he's that. I don't think they would have kept that a secret. They'd have been like, "Yo, straight up, $500
million shoe contract," and I'm retiring from the NBA today.
Yeah.
Gelo scoring 72 tomorrow as well. You know what I'm saying? That contract go through. Gelo scoring 72 points tomorrow in the summer league game. So,
Studio Bay House says BBB MB1s are going to be way better than the Puma MB1s.
But we're seeing the part two, like the MB1 2, Big Baller Brand had already put them out. Like you can actually look them up. To me, they look better than the Pumas. Like, to me, do you remember the picture I sent y'all?
Yeah.
I mean, MB1, the second version of them.
Yeah. I seen him. He had him when he tried him on in a game or two.
Yeah, you seen him face to face.
Mm-hmm.
I actually like those better than I like the Pumas he had on the other day.
I don't know. I kind of like those Pumas. I'm trying to grab one of them.
I'm gonna get the Pumas though. Anyway,
anything that has a tongue design with how big my foot is, man, that shit looks fire. Like,
and you know, Puma probably gonna make some 18, so you're gonna be straight.
Yeah, they do. That's the biggest size they make, and no one ever buys them.
Hey, I sell and resell shoes. Where you live at?
I live in Florida.
Florida. I'm gonna see if I got some 18s at the house right now. I'm gonna have to look through my stuff. I may have some 18s here right now because I love selling 18s. So when I see them, I go ahead and cop them, and I have to resell them because I had this one dude in Memphis. He bought all my 17s, 18s. Dope. But yeah, man, I'm sorry I'm not getting the Pumas, man.
You're not getting the Pumas? Oh, I'm on them.
I just give me another pair of G3s, man. Give me some OG Hunchos, man.
I'm on here right now. I'm finna cop me a pair, man. I'm finna go and grab me some Zoes, some ZO 19s, and some Pumas, and some G3s.
I got the Zoe shoe comfortable as hell. Oh my gosh, man! Like the second pair of ZO2s, like like all my lamellos super comfortable. Like Brand Black, to me, Brand Black did an awesome job on them shoes because they still the most comfortable shoes I've ever worn. Like even the house shoes, you already know, AB.
Yeah. I got some around here. There mine too, right here too.
I gotta get some with the BBB on them, man. I don't know if I'm willing to spend that $200 on the flop right now, though.
They got it right on the side. You see,
we got the same brown.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I think I'm gonna have to get the slides though, man. Hey, man, tell me that is not the best slide you ever had in your life.
No, it's a great slide.
It's great. I'd have played basketball in my joints, man, and been straight. So a lot of people talk. I'm like, man, the shoe's good.
Nah, yeah, the shoes excellent, man. Excellent.
You see somebody bust out of their Nikes yesterday in the summer league. I mean, foot straight up out the shoe. So yeah. Way better. So yeah, I got the Madagascar joints too, man. So yeah, I ain't even in the colors like that, but gotta just support. You think G3 gonna come out with another shoe if he get drafted, if he get to the NBA?
I don't know, man. I feel like G3 might be. I think he might be looking for that bag. Like if he gonna make the move, cause I feel like when he was in Detroit, he was wearing the G3s in the Detroit tryout.
Yeah, he was.
And this time he been in the Jordan, so he might be like, "Yo, hey Mike, Mike."
I think
that.
I think he didn't want to wear his shoes in the summer league. I think that he was probably gonna wait to wear them in a.
Right, yeah. He didn't want to make it, you know what I mean, too much hype and all that stuff.
And he already said that that's his favorite basketball shoe is the 13s. Like the 13s is like my favorite Jordan. So it's like I totally understand that. But I think if he don't leave, like if he going to the NBA and he on the bench and he still got on Jordans, that's what's gonna show me something, not the summer league.
Yeah. But yeah. Here, well, I was about to say, because I'm about to look him up now. I was about to say maybe, you know what I'm saying, they ain't got the full batch. I want to buy these G3s. Right, let me show y'all this. I got the G3s pulled up right here.
I'm gonna get the all red.
In my soul, I want to buy these right now. However, they just so goddamn big. I ain't never wore no, you know what I'm saying? I don't hoop enough for that.
Dude, that's my type. Like, that's 90s shoe to me. Every time I see that, I think of a 90s shoe. And that's my era. So it's like, I like those shoes better than I like the Melos and the ZO2. But they remind me of the 90s. Like real leather, genuine leather, jeans, you know what I'm saying? Suede. They're the ones I got for my son right there. I got them
right here. That's what I should do, man. I should get my son a pair of these. That's a good idea. They got them. I can go to. Let's see.
5.
6.5.
What's the biggest size you got on there?
Let's see. 15. You can squeeze into 15. It's only 3 sizes.
I can stretch it. I've done it before.
Really?
You're talking about big as in. I know big as in.
I had some big shoe trees. I have some what are they? The Jordan 9s that I picked up that were either 15 or 16 that I had to stretch out. That wasn't fun.
Yeah. Somebody say, let's be honest though, if they were 110, 120 when you cop instantly, you're right.
If they were $120, I'd buy them every day.
If they was 120, I would easy right now go ahead and grab the 2 pair.
I'll buy them at the same time as you. We'll buy them together.
Yeah, the truth though is this 189 ain't that's a bit of a discount, right?
Yeah, yeah, they turned out to be 210.
Like after,
yeah, I think they 210 because, like I said, I just got those. Yeah, I'm they don't get some more G3s because if he's not gonna wear them, it's gonna be kind of hard for me. You know what I'm saying? To do that. See him right here.
Okay. Oh, that yeah. More dog got him. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, bro. These jumps super comfortable too, though.
G3. I'm gonna see. I might get me a pair.
That grip pattern actually looks pretty good on the bottom.
His grip is crazy. Like, dude, playing ball in these joints, bro, it's like you're not sliding on no basketball.
Because I think the only pair I ever saw in person was Melo's signature ones. And I think the first ones, and those ones' grip wasn't the best.
Yeah, that's a different shoe. That was
I thought it was a completely different manufacturer.
Well, it's the same manufacturer. It was still brand black. It was a shoe that brand black already had because I already had the shoe with this. So when I seen that the ZO2 had this sole, I was like, okay, I want those shoes because I already own the brand black version of it. Dude, I'm telling you, that shoe is literally the most comfortable shoe I ever had. Like, I got like all the MB1 because of how that shoe feels. This shoe feels amazing.
Yeah, I just wish they made bigger sizes.
Yeah. Well, 15 kind of big though.
I mean, when you're trying to squeeze in that, it's every little bit.
I want the gum bottoms bad, man. These right here, the Lonzo gum bottom joints.
Yeah. I matter of fact, I thought that was gonna be my next pair, but this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna end up getting the all black joints without the strap, and those gonna be my everyday shoes. And I'm gonna go ahead and get the white ones. I'm gonna get the red, all red, and all red G3s and all blue ones. And I'm gonna get those, and I'm gonna tap out and go and get me some Master P Miatis, and I'll be straight.
Does BBB have a steel toe boot asking for truck drivers around the country?
I still like those G3 Patriots. They remind me of the old like Dream Team basketball shoes from the Olympics.
Well, I said 90s. It just reminds me of the 90s.
It was just like that old school 90s. Every it's just like classic style, man.
Yeah. And what's crazy is if you look at the style of the shoe is the Jordan 13. His favorite shoe. Just look at how it look. It's high top. It's got that little wavy thing on the bottom, just like 13s do. Like that's his favorite shoe.
Yeah, but and he's got hella ankle support in them.
Dude, them shoes go all the way up to the top. They go all the way up to the ankle, bro. They're comfortable.
Boy, go man! I'm gonna have to do what you do. If I cop these, I want these lilacs. You know what I'm saying? If I get the lilacs, I wear these hoes damn near every day.
It'd be just order all of them. And that's how you solve the problem. You just order all of them.
Nah, I ain't got extra 400 on it.
But
I got I got a mortgage and a car note and a
hey man,
kids.
Don't worry about life. Just worry about the shoe.
Yeah.
You know,
you gotta eat tomorrow.
Them slides cost more than the shoes. Just gonna get the slides and get over it. The slides $200.
That is crazy too.
But I ain't gonna lie, bro. I wear the slides like crazy. Them things so comfortable, dude. I ain't never felt nothing like that. Mm-hmm. I don't know who make those for them.
I like the slides. The only thing you got to be cautious of with the slide is if like the part where your foot get wet.
Oh yeah.
Then that it's slippery as hell. It's hard to because the bottom gonna grip and the inside gonna be in it. So you gotta just be a little cautious. But you know what I'm saying, outside of that, damn, these $220 for the slide.
Yeah, the other one's $200. It's just those right there. The other one's $200. But yeah, because it's a cloth inside, it's actually a memory foam. That's why I do that. You know, this shoe ain't to get out the tub in. Like it's like it's more like a sandal than a house shoe. Yeah. I had to learn it. It's cloth in the inside. Are you finna buy them up today?
Yeah, I'm finna go ahead and slide on them on the live stream. Y'all can see all my information. Nah, I'm playing.
All right, I need your birth date. I need your credit card expiration date. I need you.
Yeah, for all of them though. For the slides, the sneakers, the whole thing.
Well, is Zoe still BBB? I think Zoe he being his own man right now. Yeah, I believe all three of them go back.
Zoe doesn't have a shoe contract, does he?
No. He just like the Kobe's. He said that's a comfortable shoe for him to wear. But
I mean, you making the money anyways. Just pick whatever you want to wear, you know.
Facts.
But that was the good thing about BBB. What LeVar Ball said. He was like, if you wear BBB, I'm not for to tell you can't wear any other shoe. You know what I'm saying? It's like I don't want to be company. You know?
Yeah. Here's the thing, though. That's and here's what I'll say too. Whenever, let's say, like that makes sense, you know what I'm saying? But that's just not like if you're trying to sell sneakers, you got to put the damn shoes on. You know what I'm saying?
See,
so I remember whenever I was with them, I remember, and it was more so like Allen. I guess I never hear LeVar really 100% go off on him, but Allen would be arguing with Zoe and Demo because they wanted to buy their own like designer shit, and he was like, "Bro, put on the ZO2s." You know what I'm saying? Like, you walking to the game, they taking pictures that you have on your sneakers. You know what I'm saying? So, but
I ain't gonna lie, bro. That's entrepreneurship 101.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I would have did the same thing with Allen. This is like my son walking around and he got a brand and I got a brand and he ain't got on there one hour stuff. I'm like, hold on, man, where we going? Like, where you even get that from? Like, who bought you that? Like, this stuff that we selling. So why you don't have it on?
Why you not proud of what we selling? Like,
even if it's something that you like that we don't sell. Hey, let me know. I print and do the embroidery here. Let's put a logo on it right now.
That's the conversation that they was having. It's like, yo, if you want to wear a designer, then like, yo, let's go hook up with some folks and get the shit looking the way you want it to look. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It just make more sense for us to sell it than you to go spend $15,000 on 3 outfits.
But that's the real though. You know what I'm saying? When you got a business and you're trying to sell a product, it's like, that's why me personally, like, I was like, I always been like that. This is being honest, man. Like, I always been on FUBU. Like, I still buy FUBU. You know what I'm saying?
There ain't no wrong in that.
Like, yeah. It's like I support that the independent business stuff. But that's why I said even the G3s. Like, I'm waiting to buy the G3s to see if he gonna run. Because like Diddy, I was buying the Sean John, but Diddy wasn't wearing it. Well, I'm worried. You don't worry. You're a millionaire. You don't wear your own stuff. Every time I see you in Gucci and Louis, or all these names, they ain't got nothing to do with you. You know what I'm saying? All this stuff that's not necessarily for you. Like, I can't shake the hand of Ralph Lauren. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
He's not gonna say for buying my shirt.
No, but you know what you can do with Ralph Lauren? You can go back and look at the time that they designed all the Nazi uniforms and made the gas chambers. But they'd rather rap that shit than their own shit. You know what I mean?
That's why I can't wear Pumas. Like, everything that I wear, I do history of. I can't wear Pumas or Adidas, never. Because the history of it, like, it was a shoe company that made for Nazi soldiers. Like, this is public information though. This ain't nothing I'm saying. Like, no, this is reality.
That is true though. That's true.
That is reality, and that's who made them. Them brothers. Like, the story of them brothers, man, Adidas and Puma, dude, it's sad. It's some sad stuff. They might got his brother locked up for years because he didn't want to go in with it. So he got him locked up and took the company. That's why the other one made the shoe company. Now both of them, when he got out, both of them now working designing shoes for the Nazi soldiers. Like, I'm telling y'all, man, do the research on what invest your money in.
That's like for all the love I got for Ferdinand Porsche. That man was horrible. Made Volkswagen, made all the tanks, made all the everything for that man. Yeah. That man was like, "Hey Hitler, you need something bad? I got you."
Yeah, but actually, I don't want to get off on that on Bro Channel.
Yeah.
But the thing, but the thing is like, I just study where I wear. Like, I can't wear Nikes. You know what I'm saying? Which I like Nikes because Jordan 13 my favorite shoe. But I personally can't, not for any, I ain't gonna go into reasons why, but I just do research on what we do. You know what I'm saying? So I know who own Big Baller Brand. I know who own Minyati shoes and clothing.
You can talk to who own Big Baller Brand, you know? Like,
they not close. There's so many people that ain't never seen Tommy Hilfiger. Some people ain't never seen Ralph Lauren. Like, never seen the Dolce & Gabbana. You know, like, those are last names of people. It's like, I know who LeVar Ball is. So if his sons don't even wear the shoe, if he come out with everyday clothes, like, I wear the t-shirts. I wear the shoes, man. Let's get some loafers in here. You know what I'm saying? Let's get some everyday shoes. You know, walking shoes.
Everyday. All right, check this out. It's that time. It's that time of the night. Finna shut this boy down. Finna shut them down, shut them down, shut them down. Let me see, man. What else? Let me see. Anybody last? Say what?
What time is it where you at?
It is 2:21 in the morning.
I'm 11:21.
I'm 121.
Oh, see.
So
No, it's 2:21. That's why I'm over here faded. I'm faded. All right. Let me see. I'm not that type of baller yet. That's $1 million deal. Hell yeah. Reminds me of the Griffins. He sold Sean John. Just check my account. A BBB handkerchief is all I can afford.
Asher just said the truest thing. If you don't care what you invest your money into, that's cool. But other people do.
Bang, bang.
Yeah.
He gonna waste $700.
If you want to walk around blind buying whatever you want because it looks pretty, go for it. But if you want to make an educated choice, go for it too.
Big facts. No, I definitely not buying all that shit for $600. That's cap. I ain't finna. I ain't finna spend. I am gonna cop that I told you so hat, and I need to decide. I do want either the Zoes or the G3s. I probably wear the G3s, but I probably wear the Zoes more. But I really want the G3s. You feel me,
dude?
But
the those like the problem you're gonna have with the two is that G3 is old school. You know what I'm saying? It's leather, so it's gonna bend up. You know how the shoes bend up in the front, you wear them so much. But the Mellows and even the last ZO2s, they gonna look new the whole time you got them, and they crazy. So the Zoe's gonna be your everyday shoe. I'm telling you.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. That's what I'm already knowing. Yeah. And he get no exclusive. I got a ton of exclusive. You feel me?
Oh, they might
not even seen the intro to his shit where he's chilling with him at the house.
We done did that. You know, here's the thing. This is why I also don't feel crazy buying none. I have when the Zoes was $500. I got 2 pair, but they just gave me 2 pair back then. You know what I'm saying? And the sandals, they just gave me a pair plus a bunch of other stuff. You know what I mean? So I don't mind spending some money, man, because they done looked out plenty of times. But yeah, nah, man. Let's see. If you don't care about what you invest your money in, all right. I'm getting tired. I hear it already. All right, y'all. I appreciate y'all coming through, man. My man Joy been on here for hours at this point. I mean, Fahar always come through, man. Like always, you're welcome to pull up and all that jazz on the channel. You man, you know what it is. Got a blackness in the chat, man, holding it down. You feel me? Ashley Just Souls always holding it down. You feel me? Jay Blunt, dedicated. You know, I gotta be to the whole movement. 47.
Are you in like Bermuda or something? It's a crazy time zone. He's in the middle of the Pacific or Atlantic. My man's in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean right now.
What did he say? What time zone he said it is?
3:23 a.m.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Where he at? Dang.
Yeah. He going, yeah. He must be.
He off the coast of the U.S., man. He doing some piracy.
But it's been nice though.
Yeah, man, you got to come back through, man. We said for a minute we had a little tag team thing going. You know what I'm saying? Down there, he was on all the streams. What happened? I feel like that's what. Then I got kicked off for like 3 months because of the was it preseason or one of the mellow games early on. Yeah.
They locked you up for a minute, man.
Locked me up. Honestly, and you know what's so funny from the YouTube standpoint, them kicking me off the live streams, I'm not sure or not, but that like I had to make different types of content, and then I feel like I got an extra like cool like 8,000 subs in that little bit of time from not being able to live stream. You know what I mean? The Virgin Islands, Washington State.
Yeah,
Washington State.
Oh no, I think he was saying JB's 3:23 a.m. when he meant 2:23 a.m.
Yeah, he's saying out. That's where time it is where I'm at. Yeah.
I'm like sitting here going, wait, he's in Bermuda.
Boy, in the island.
Triangle at 3:00. You order DKM it.
Whole time very entertaining listening to in the background. That's what's up, man. That's real talk. Cali probably, yeah. 11:24. Oh yeah, where he at? Yeah, he out there where you at.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm in Cali.
Hey, he's still going. You right. That's how I'm so tired. I can't even get off. I'm too tired to get off the stream right now. All right.
All right,
I appreciate y'all
for another 2 hours.
Thank y'all.
Peace,
All
AB.
right. Yep. Cool. Let me see this, man. It's your main man, AB the Hero, Cali 2 out here. We going live, man. Finna get up off here. Everybody, man, appreciate y'all coming through here. No, we're not going live.
We going live right now, boys.
Yeah, we shut this boy down. Yeah, that live. We turned it off to live, man. Ending the broadcast. Your main man, AB the Hero. We out here. I'm gonna open my eyes up for y'all one time. All right, we getting out of here. Good night, everybody. Appreciate y'all coming through, man. Peace. Oh, sure, I hit the button.